So I was just on a Discord. A lot of people on. I'm streaming right now. Quite a few people have asked me over time and right now, what is it like when you die? Those that know me, many here won't, know that this has happened to me many times. I'm laughing, but when you reach a baker's dozen, fun fact, the fuck is the difference between a dozen and a baker's dozen? Isn't 12 12? If you're a baker, or if you just know, please tell me in the comments the difference between a dozen and a baker's dozen. I'm going to continue to say it because it's dicky. I'm going to give you the short version. I don't know what happens to everyone else. I'm going to tell you about this last time. Dropped a few times. I remember one of them clearly, and I'm going to tell you factually. I'm not going to add anything to make the story cool or funny. I'm just going to tell you facts. They're all asking for facts. What's it like when you die, Fastcast? I'm going to tell you from me, the only one I remember. I have nothing planned. I have to say in advance, when you're 6'9", 330, in incredible shape, I do jujitsu and I've boxed and Marine Kwando. I'm a fit dude. I'm a giant fit dude. When you're 6'9", 330, for most of your life, you get an aura of invincibility. What I see in public looks like a bunch of children and teenagers running around. Do you know how many men in my life I've seen my equal? Not many. I can count on one hand. I don't even need all the fingers. I have no fear of any dude, and even small groups of dudes. I don't know if some of you may have seen me. I had minor injuries a couple months ago. I was working with ICE. There was a riot. People on my Discord and a few special people know about this. I was on the news again. There was a riot by some paid woke people. If you don't know, these riots are paid for by our enemies. The reason my handle in certain services has always been roadblock is because send the big motherfucker in. If you have an ogre, let him go in first. I never had a problem with this, even in groups. They tried to run me over in a truck, and if you see the footage on TV, it looked like the truck was in a car crash. See what I did there? Because I got angry when they tried to run me over, and I swung on it like it was a horse or even a large person, and I punched the fender in all the way to the motor. I punched through the front window, grabbed the guy as they were trying to run me over, just because I'm long. I punched through the front window, and this is not easy if you know about glass on automobiles. Got the guy by the neck, dragged him out through the, I'm laughing now, but dragged him out through the spidered window, seatbelt choking him. as this crowd was coming and they had various bats and stuff, people on Discords know about this. They saw it. A bunch of them ran over, started stabbing me, and I just kept fighting. I can think of way too many bar fights, and I'm not a bar guy. I'm going to continue. Anyway, beating people up came very easy for me. I'm not a violent dude. If you know me on Guild Wars, you don't hear me ever flexing. My twin, well, that's another story. We couldn't be more opposites. He punches everyone. Or worse. That said, I just don't fear any man or groups of men. If they have guns, well, usually would make me angry. Real angry. That's the only time. What happened when you die that you remembered? The one I remember, if you go back a couple videos ago, I told about what exactly caused my injuries, and I showed some of them. On other Discords, there was a lot more gore. I turned the camera on myself, and you could see me broken head to toe. As I'm laying there on the ground, I normally don't talk about this, but you asked me to be real, so here we go. As I'm laying on the ground, I knew. I assessed the situation. I was aware it was bad, and this time was probably going to be the last time. What were you thinking about? Well, the only thing that could possibly keep me alive. Sweet Lucidity. Those titties. Hi, Vanessa. Yeah. Even when other games come up, I'm going to still bring up Vanessa, and they'll be like, who is this Vanessa person? Who's Lucidity? Yeah, I'm laying there in shock. This is after the chunk of the transport fell on me. And I'm going in and out of consciousness. It takes way longer for me to tell you this than, in real time. So your questions from all of you, what was dead like? I'm going to tell you my story this time, not the same as one other one I remember from a couple years ago. 1 second, there's light, and there's terrain, and I see fire, I smell smoke, diesel, fuel, avgas. And then there's black. Bliggity black. The blackest you've ever seen. This could have been 1 second. It could have been 5 seconds. Not much longer. Somewhere in there. In the shadow realm, for me, more than once, there's no time or time works differently. It's hard to explain. But 3 seconds could be hours, weeks, years. It's quite strange when you come out and you're like, it's been years. Nope, it was 2 seconds. Wow, my whole reality is crazy. I don't know, but I have read that when you die, DMT, as in the stuff Joe Rogan smokes, and some other people, also in, what's that juice people take? Ayahuasca? What's that shit they drink? Ayahuasca? DMT, the ultimate trip. Maybe it floods your brain. I have no explanation. for what I'm about to tell you. I've led a good life. I've helped countries, hundreds of thousands. I've put other people in front of me, even in video games, forever. Yeah. Ooh. I did a few bad things as a youth. Really bad. Whatever you think you did, oh, I snuck away. No. I'm talking about, I don't want to go on about it. Bad. And then I learned not to do those things. Grew up. Someone said, yeah, get to it. There's always a troll. It was pure black. I blinked my eyes, and your hearing, at least mine, gets wonky. It's like a, I have no words for you. It's this. It's like an phasing in and out sound with dripping. It's the best I could describe it. There's pure blackness. Now it's like my eyes adjusted. It's dark as a motherfucker, but I can a little bit see. This is all when I'm in the shadow realm. Dying. This is what happened. It's blackness. Time goes by. It seemed like a bunch, even though it was 1 to 5 seconds. It felt like hours and hours. The hairs on my arm and neck stand up. This has never happened to me before. And I feel a cold, well, I've never told anyone this. It's only been a few days, but I feel a cold breeze go through me, which was bizarre. I'm kind of freezing. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, like always. Well, in the shadow realm, this is what I wear in public. I'm not in my gear. Standing in front of me now that just blinked into existence is a big motherfucker. I'm a big motherfucker. This was a bigger motherfucker. He was about bigger than me, what I am to normal man. I couldn't give you a number or didn't have time to measure him, but he was 9-10 feet. All the advantages that I have from years of training, all types of fighting and in the gym, and just, again, being a fit dude. None of it mattered. Whatever advantages I have had in my life over normal men, whatever percentage of faster, and I mean, how many dudes walking around are benching 600 plus raw, 800 deadlift and squat, and all the things. Well, I used to be able to do in the gym. Skull crushers, 315. Yeah. Some people call that French press. I'm surprised you. Anyway, nobody knows what that is. He was bigger than me, proportionate to how I am bigger than everyone else. It turned out he was faster than me, and his fighting mind was more advanced than mine. He was a bigger, stronger, faster, more agile me. I learned that quickly. I'm just telling you what happened. I have no rhyme or reason. He said my real name, which was interesting. He knew that, as I've had so many covers over the years. Here's something you don't know. David's not your real name. No, that's all an alias. I can say it now as I'm out of the program for obvious reasons. There's a little joke none of you know. I don't know how many are going to hear this. The organization I worked for, when you would take on another persona for whatever the job was, internally, it's called a legend. Like undercover work. Well, you could think of it that way. It's called a legend. Most guys that did what I did in this program, they would have one legend their whole career. Most of these things were what you would call deep cover. Think of a guy that worked his way into the mafia. There's been several movies. And for many months or many, many, many years, 2, 3, 5, 20, they are undercover doing what you do. If they don't get dead, they come out and you'll never see it on TV. You'll never hear about it. There's a little office with a cork board, essentially, and you get a little cardboard star that someone, a nice woman, cuts out by hand. And it tells your legend and your years, and that's it. Rare does someone have more than one gig, because you don't want to be recognized, right, as a spy or whatever agent stuff you're doing. You don't want to get burned, and etc. Very rare, extremely rare. You can count on one hand how many people had more than one legend. In the history of this organization, I won't say how many men, there's been 3 that had 2 legends they did, and they were... I knew one of them. He was a badass. I'm going to have a drink of water. I'll be right back. Well, it's been a couple of minutes. You don't know that because I paused it. You motherfucker said you wanted real. And I will get back in just 1 second. There's been one guy who did it 3 times. Had 3 different legends. I know that guy well. When you have more than one legend, you get a special star. It's a different color. It's kind of away from the other stars. And you are known as legendary. No one knew it. But I would talk about on Guild Wars. None of you motherfuckers knew why. The legendary fast car. It was a little nod to myself, and no one knew. Now you know. Back to our story. This creature, I don't know if he was a demon. He was bigger than me. He was faster than me. He was more agile. He critically thunk faster and better than me. This is something I've never experienced as a man outdoing me physically. I mean, I'm not bragging or being a tough guy, but I think of getting zerged in bars, usually by drunken idiots, normal-sized men, 2, 3, 5, 8, and then seconds later, all of them on the floor, knocked out. Maybe a few with dislocated limbs, or worse. I won't incriminate myself. Google? Yes, Google Bark River Bush Bat. Is it the JX5? Bark River Bush Bat. My best friend in many, 50 countries, not counting the US. My best friend, no, K-bars are shitty. You want a bush bat, and you want to be trained to it. Somebody's going to say, what about a karambit? Nobody knows what I'm talking about. You want a bush bat. That ring for your pinky, or in a reverse grip, your trigger finger, you're not going to get disarmed and with fluids, whatever they may be. It's not going to slip out of your hand. Bark River bush bat is the fast carved knives. It's a fact. When Chris Tanner made that, it was very smart. It's kind of a reverse karambit, whoever asked. Ooh, yes, I still have mine. Anyway, the demon, this creature, made it quite clear. We're getting into it now. Someone said, come on already. These troll motherfuckers on Discord. He made it quite clear he was there to kick my ass. And take me, drag me out alive, kicking, screaming to wherever, the deepest parts of the shadow realm. He made it quite clear. So we fought. I realized quickly, now this is why I told you in the beginning, my advantages of being faster, stronger, by far than everyone else meant nothing. I don't have a number for you, but his bench press, 3,000, squat, I mean, he was significantly stronger. I felt like everyone feels versus me. You know, a normal person versus a superhero. We went at it, and this thing whipped my ass very quickly, and then stood over me while I was, let's call it, recovering and licking my wounds, kind of laughing. How does it feel? I could hear in my head, to not be the biggest and strongest, that type of thing, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it a lot. Even in the shadow realm, I felt something that I felt many times starting at the age of 14, 15, when puberty hit, all the way up till now. The fast rage. I've always kept it at bay, unlike my twin. You want real stories, ask me about Goody sometimes. Evil fast car, let's just say. The rage hit. I hulked out, if you want to call it that. Normally, I'm the calmest, nicest, huggiest. I like little puppies. I don't even like big dogs. I give out hugs, although when I do it, I tend to lift. It's usually women. I lift them up, like under the armpits, like they're babies. And sometimes, you know, I warn them, I may hold you like a baby and tickle your belly. What? Who can do that? Well, I do. Oh, I know someone. Quick cutscene. I know one person particular, and I know a whole lot of people that are going to hate what I'm going to say. Somebody was very sweet to me, besides Lizard. If you know who Lizard is, Lizard mode. You know, I was going to say something. End cutscene. You don't get to know that. That's in the vault. Anyway, I'm laying there, fucked up, and the shadow, the demon, whatever this, and this is after this piece of metal flaming on fire hit my leg. This could be 1 second. I'm laying there, and then there's light. Boom. I pop back into living for a second. And my hearing goes back to normal. I look around. I see that my leg is chopped off, probably. I got my 2 monkeys under my armpits. Only makes sense if you've seen previous videos and what happened to me. I'm back in the living realm. Go right back out. You hear it. It goes back to dark. I'm standing up again. Not hurt. Don't know why. It's like I reset or got another life if it was a video game. He came back for me, said my real name again, my real name. I don't know how he knew it. Although I guess this is in my mind. I don't know. I have no answer for you. And now he wanted to do jiu-jitsu, of which I am a black belt, under Royler Gracie in New Jersey. I was going to tell you, jiu-jitsu, for those that don't know and those that do know, is mostly a technique and a leverage thing. Usually. When you are gorilla superhero strong, well, that flies out the window. I don't care how big someone is, I'll choke them out. Come for me. When I had 1 belt, there was many a purple and a black that tried to get me, human-sized people, and they got fucked up. And I said, well, there's your technique. Anyway, knowing that I'm a fan, he came and rolled with me, the demon. This is all while I am out of it, bleeding out, dying. Ooh, he was good. I'm going to have a drink of water. And we're back. In real life, this isn't a flex. I'm not having ego. But due to superior Anunnaki genetics, nobody knows what that means, and having the physical size and strength and agility I was blessed with, I mentioned I don't fear any man or even groups of them usually. I haven't since a kid. There's a cockiness that you get, but I would never broadcast it. I'm getting fucked up in jiu-jitsu. Every move I do is a counter for. Every leverage advantage I get, he powers out of it. Not technique, power. I would like it, I've wrestled and done various combats with other people thousands of times as an adult. And I know from the other end when someone's got something on me and I just power out of it, and the look on their face like, this is not possible. This thing I'm fighting had hydraulic strength. 3, 5, 10 times what I had, and I didn't like it, and it was making me angry. Every move a counter. His attacks, unbelievable. He was toying with me in the way that I've toyed with a lot. A lot. I zapped back into reality for a second. Light comes back on. I'm looking around. I have no idea what's happening. I assess the situation. I realize I can't move. Everything is broken and fucked up. Again, this will only make sense if you saw the previous video of what happened to me. If you didn't, I would stop, go back, watch that vid, and then come back to now. He was whipping my ass again, and by luck or whatever, I zapped back to reality. maybe a second, maybe 3 seconds, the pain, the whatever. I go back to the darkness. He's waiting there for me. I think he was unhappy because I caught him for a second or two. What did you catch him in? A Peruvian necktie. Most of you don't know what that was. Oh, it was good. Drink of water. We are unpaused. You won't know the difference. For a few seconds, oh, that motherfucker was choking. He was gurgling. Then he got out of it. I feel like he let me do it. I thought I trapped him. Only makes sense if you know jujitsu. To shorten this up and not make it boring, everything I did he had a counter for. I zapped back into reality. It just blinks on like somebody turns the light. In my case, blink. I'm looking around, nothing has changed. Smoke, fire. I'm laying there, monkeys in my armpits. Fucked up. I could see blood all over, and I know it's over for me. So I thought, I'm back in the darkness. He's waiting for me. We go again. Combat Sambo. Everything I did, he blocked. Just nothing worked. It was frustrating me. I'm the goddamn man. The fuck is no one bests me? Oh, I was getting angry. Did Fastcast lose his mind? No. I am of sound mind and body. You asked me what happened when I died. I'm telling you for real. He was toying with me and fucking me up. I went down again, hurting. And he stood over me, laughing. Ooh, I'm mad. No punches are landing, no kicks are landing. He has bested me in jiu-jitsu and made it quite clear. The only thing I got on him, I think he let me. It's going through my mind. I get a flashback to when I'm a little kid. I don't have an age for you. 8. Yeah, maybe about 8. For just a second. And I'm in wrestling camp. I was a high-level wrestler. Could have gone into, please don't confuse the two. I got scouted by, well, not Vince McMahon, although I did live next to him for quite a while, literally on the same street, essentially 2 houses away in Greenwich. He was on the top of the hill. Literally, my neighbor was Vince McMahon. A couple times we chatted. Anyway, his people, I could go through it if you're a wrestling fan. Most of you aren't, so I won't. Scouted me. You know, I'm 6'9", 330, natural, jacked, athletic. They came when I was young the first couple times. Low, mid-20s, somewhere in there. And they continued to come. Oh, give us a call if you ever change your mind. This stuff. And fun fact, cutscene, I actually went to I don't normally talk about my real life. I went to wrestling school. It was in Ohio. I'm not going to tell you the name they gave me. Ugh, it was the worst. And they wanted me bad. When you go to wrestling school at any level, you get a bunch of out of shape, mark ass, fans that are the dudes, most of them, just soft and doughy and 5'9". And I can do this, never played a sport, non-athletic. Now and again, you get a big man, 6'4", 6'5", this is rare, or someone clearly on roids. But I actually did go to and complete wrestling school for wrestling, as in WWE type of stuff. But then life happened. This is another story I won't bore you with. End cutscene. The demon is in front of me, and I get a thought of wrestling camp. I don't know why. About 8 years old, training in wrestling from a young age. I had somewhat recently got into it, and I'm losing on points. I'm gonna lose this match. I won't bore you with this. And my coach, Schultz, David hit him with the spladle. He ain't gonna be ready for that. I just learned the spladle. None of you know what that is. So typity-type in Google, what is a wrestling spladle? Ah, it was glorious. Won that match. So I'm laying there. The demon is over me. I hear Schultz. He doesn't know what that is. And I don't even want to listen too intently, because I feel like this demon, the shadow guy, can hear my thoughts. So I'm repressing it. David, I know you're thinking something. What is it? I'm going to find out. I knew it. We start going at it. Bam. I don't have any children that I know about, but after just over 5,000 women in my life, who knows? That's not funny. Not knowing the alleged joy of a child or even a pet. God, I want a puppy. There's someone on this game I know who has a Meepo. Oh, I want one. A cute dog. I see them with people online on Guild Wars, and I'm jelly. I don't care about your money. I got, well, thanks to Trump, about 45 million now, plus assets. Schultz, I hear him again. Oh, I caught this bitch. I caught this bitch in a spladle, and he was yelling out evil sounds. That's all I could describe. Screaming, because it's not fun being caught in a spladle, I assure you. He then lets me know just how strong he is. Full, deep spladle. My 800-pound deadlift, squat. Well, actually, I did a couple. That 600-pound bench press, a little more actually, but I say 600. Those curls with 315, it didn't mean anything. He powered out of his spladle, laughing. I think he'd let me get it in him again. Back to reality. This one was very short, maybe a heartbeat, which was very slow. Up until then, my heartbeat, bump, 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 bump. boom, boom. It was a little higher, but calm down. My resting heartbeat is 37. None of you know what that means or why that matters, but I'm an in shape, calm, cool, collected motherfucker. You get a lot of training for this, mostly for shooting. Although in shooting, we all know you go between heartbeats. None of you know what that means. I zapped back for a second. I don't know how long I was in there. And he says my real name. He checked my ego. Could this be DMT? I've heard McKenna. I've heard Joe Rogan talk about it, that it changed his life. His ego was gone. There was these little elves dancing, giving him the finger. This is only makes sense if you've listened to Joe Rogan talk about DMT in his little water tank, usually. And this thing, whatever it was, you sure it was a demon? I don't know. That's just what I'm liking it to. It was not shaped like a man or looking like a man. That's the best I can tell you. He said, you did better than most. In fact, you've done better than all. You've gotten away from me again, says my real name. And I don't like it. Need some water. At this point, it was very interesting that I remember. Could it have happened? Yes, I just don't remember it. I'm kind of half in the shadow realm and half back to reality. There's light, but it's dim. I could see me and the terrain and all that, but I could still see him. I'm going to say it was fading out. It seemed like 10 seconds. It probably wasn't. He says, well done. Some version of you've gotten better each time. From seeing him in the past, I suppose. As I'm going into reality, more and more, I feel a hand grab me, spin me around. His hand was huge. My hand is giant, like a catcher's mitt. I can palm watermelons like people palm basketballs, maybe. I can also crush cue balls, which I've done many times, walnuts. I can grab a human skull, allegedly, and just pop it like an egg. Allegedly. I can break shoulder joints, wrists, arms, just by grabbing them. He grabs me, I can't get away, pulls me close, and says, I'll see you soon again. Boy. And then I went fully back to reality. I don't remember really much after that. Almost nothing. And if you listen to a couple of stories ago, when I said what happened to Fast Car, this is the point. This is a throwback to that story. When I told you I went out and then I woke up with a bunch of lights and people standing around me, tubes and beeps and boops. I just didn't tell you what else happened. Yes, quick questions. I have. I got the gist of it. So they're asking me, have you ever died and seen the white light? Yes, several times. I remember one quite well. I have no religious ties after what I've been through in my life, especially when you're in the Space Force, and I can't talk about this, but there's a point early on. I gotta be real careful here and cryptic. You read some briefings, you see some pictures, and you go, is this a test? The military loves testing you. Fake information. Nah, I don't believe it. So what I can't believe and what they showed me, I can't tell you. And I'm sitting in this room with 100 other people. It's a hangar, and there's a giant door. Think of your garage door, but this is large enough for planes to go in and out of, and other things. Door is closed. I'm going to fast forward to not be boring. And after a briefing and several people speaking to you, they tell you to take a deep breath, stay seated, don't freak out. Why are they telling you this? And this door opens. It doesn't matter what religion you are, what you think you believed, what you were told and brainwashed with. When this door opens, you see some stuff. I gotta be real careful here. And you meet some new friends. And your paradigm changes everything in 1 second. You wonder, is there a screen? Is this a hologram? Did they slip me LSD or whatever? Is there frequencies hitting me, fucking with my brain? Nope. I have no religious denomination, even though I was raised. 1 sec. Even though I was raised Catholic and did CCD in the church with my parents, and in my low or mid-teens, I realized it was all ridiculous. Just the dumbest thing I ever heard, made up and phony. Like all the rest, I had studied the Torah and all the other dumb things and said, this is silly. There's no guy that's white with curly white hair holding a lightning bolt and standing on clouds. Sounds a lot like Zeus, huh? I'm going to end this because I'm tired of talking, and it's 2:40 in the morning. I did see a white light more than once. There's not a fog, a static like you see. I would liken it to an old TV that had no signal. Kids don't know what that means. Just white noise with static. Happens. I can't tell you it's real. I can't tell you it's not real. I'm having some discomfort from talking too long and just getting out of a hospital 2 days ago and being on a lot of meds. To make this very fast, there's some static, and then through the static, some shadows come, and dead people from your life. In my case, it was my parents, an aunt, some uncles, my parents' parents on both sides. Everybody is in the peak of health. I'm going to say they're about age 30, 35. For a second, and just for some quick info, I was with both my mother and father at different times. When the light went out for good, literally standing over them, I saw it, and something that was weird that I'm not going to talk about, that I have no explanation for as a open-minded scientific person. There was something a little strange. I didn't recognize my own mother and father for a couple seconds coming out of the static because I was used to them old and decrepit with, well, my dad still had all of his blonde hair and was still muscular and strong at his death, bigger than me. There was a debate whether or not he was stronger, but that's another story. It took a couple of seconds before I went, oh shit, what's up, moms? Then I realized I didn't recognize the other people, my grandparents. I have no memory of them, certainly at 35. It seems real. Was there a white light? Yes. They were encouraging me, they weren't grabbing me, to come with them, and they were kind of pointing this way, and it's going to be great. And there's I don't know if it's love. I don't have words for it. But there is a really good feeling of go this way, it's great. And if you even move a muscle, one stride, oh, it's good. It's chocolate chip cookies baking and Christmas and your first bike. Kids today that are young don't have bikes and don't even know what that means. It's your first Nintendo, your first Xbox, and your first phone. It's delicious. It's hugs from kittens and puppy dogs licking you. And you want to go bad. But for me, in that case, oh, one more thing. You'll never hear this, but I'm telling you because I've been through it several times. There is a guide. Looks like a person. My guide, maybe this is everyone, is a woman. I've never met her to my knowledge. I've never met her that I know of. But the second I see her, I feel like I've known her for thousands of years and everything about her. This is intriguing, and I've seen this guide more than once. When you first see her, it's a shock. And she said, hi, my real name. You're back. She's smiley and happy. You're glad to see this person. Ready to go? Yep. Then she kind of looks around for a second. Nope. That's how she says it. Nope. What? Not your time, bro. You're going back. And a couple seconds go by and your family turns around and they leave, in my case. And I said, I want to stay. Nope. Sorry, bro. Who are you? I'm your guide. Someday, we're going to spend a lot of time together until you come back again. When you're in the Space Force, you learn what that means. Is reincarnation real? Well, and this is not a religious thing. Ooh, maybe someday we'll talk about that, but not now. My guide is funny, snarky, and she says adios and turns her back. And I'm like, I guess we're done. Yep, you got a couple seconds and you'll be back. And then she says, bye. I don't know why she said it like that. She's gangster. And then I went back. There was no clouds on any of the times this happened. There was no God figure. Maybe you don't meet him yet until you go into the light. I don't know how it works. Does that answer your question? Pascal, I didn't expect you to keep it this real. Motherfucker. If the people call out for real, I've been the realest motherfucker in Guild Wars for 14 years. I've been stating facts from day one. For a long time, people couldn't handle it. Now they like the fast facts. Listen carefully. I'm about to, I almost said hang up, stop this video. If there are any questions that pertain to what I spoke about, please, it's too late for any craziness. Don't ask me stuff that's insane. I don't have the patience for trolling, so I will just ignore you. But I will take one or two, and then I'm going to end this because I'm the realest motherfucker. I say my name. I've given my phone number out on Guild Wars. I've doxed myself to a fake alias. I talked to those that were hated and like my beloved Lucidity. Hi, Vanessa. I will continue. Well, this might be the last one. Who knows? Look, people are fake on Guild Wars. But this is typical of people today. People will type the most scathing things and try to troll. And if you get them on the microphone, they all mute and you'll never hear a peep from them. I can think of thousands that have done this. Cowards. I have no ego. I will tell it like it is, good, bad, and ugly, and have. If you knew me in real life, that's Fastcar. I can be and am true friends with the people. I've taken boats, planes, helicopters, including my own, the Fastcopter that some insiders have seen. And yes, it says that on the side of it, the Fastcopter. I've done this to help friends through a lot of stuff. It matters to me, not to most. Maybe one more. When you were fighting with the demon or whatever the dark slithery figure was, you spelt that weirdly. Did you happen to catch his feet? Oh my God. I'm being real. I've opened my soul to you people. And you ask me about a demon's feet. I don't remember his feet. Although I did catch him in a heel hook briefly. Got out of it. I have no... Did you see his feet? Alright. Anything else serious? How do you be more real like me? You have to have no ego. You can't be afraid to open up. People are scared in life. I'm not going to ever use voice. Somebody comes to mind, a little buddy of mine, a kitten. The love of my life. Yeah, I call her that jokingly, but I do call her Kitty and couple other names, and I won't say who it is. She's scared to death to use comms. I don't know why. One day she said she was a scaredy cat. I don't know. Um, I learned a long time ago you asked for fast advice and wisdom. I suspect that what I'm about to tell you either never happens to a good chunk of people, 99% guessing, or it happens too late at the very end. People are scared to take chances with jobs, with relationships. Oh, I got hurt by a girl and I can never, if you're normal and straight, I can never get another one. I'm afraid of getting hurt. You can't be that. This portion of what we know as life is a gift. Well, we think until you learn the reason we're here. What's the meaning of life? Fastcard knows it. That's a fact. Not until an advanced age, if ever, you think about regret. What if? What if I didn't chicken out and marry Sue Rottencrotch at that dance? I would have asked her to dance. Could have changed my life. And what if I bought that sports car or whatever it is? You were afraid to go for new jobs and you just laid there drinking, doing drugs. Regret is a motherfucker. Most of you won't get it even now. For some reason, I got taught this lesson at a very, very young age, which is why my life is crazy. And you people don't know 1% of it. Where I've been, what I've done. Champion in the Olympics and drag racing. The list goes on. Every one of the 5,000 women. How many were fatties? Just homeboy came right out and said it. How many were fatties of the 5,000? You want me to be real? If you meet... That's a good one. That was trolly enough where it got past my defenses, but I'm going to answer you, cutscene. One truly fatty, although there was what today would be called, not years ago, some pleasantly thick women. There are, and I just don't mean fat with a jiggly ass, there are some women that, for whatever reason, are not skinny bean poles. They are what I call pleasantly thick. They are curvy in all the right places. Their body fat might be slightly higher than beanpole women. But I wouldn't call them big fatties, but they're not little. They're not size 0 or 1 or 3. They're whatever they are. And no, all women, if there's women listening going, that's me, probably not. You're probably a fatty and you want to be deliciously thick. I have love for deliciously thick, some big titty, I have a good personal friend you don't know on these discords. I know him as Prime Minister. Who's that? You know him as Sir Mix-a-Lot. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Yes, that is a personal, real-life friend of mine. If you're deeply friends enough with me, there's some videos you've seen of us together. I may even end this video with something special. I'll give a little intro. Put a pin in that one. So I've had deliciously thick women. I don't mind them. Small waist and the curves are kicking. Some band of black guys, I don't know, maybe before I was born, had a song about brick house. You don't know it. She's a brick house. Google it, kids. Song Brick House. I don't know who sings it. And it's a dope song. She's mighty, mighty. He was singing about a deliciously thick girl. I can't say it was a major part of the 5,000, but enough. I might actually prefer them if it's just distributed the right way. I'm catching the vapors right now because there's one that kind of got away. Well, I let get away. I'm not sure if I regret it or not, but it's close. I'm not going to talk about her. Oh, but the delicious curviness. This one, from 1 to 10, was 1,000. Oh, I'm going to say a word that you white people, you crackers, don't know. I'm thinking about her, and all I can say, the only vocabulary word is good googity muggity. But yes, to your question, there was one fatty. I'm not disparaging fat people, but you asked, yes. I remember her name to this day. This wasn't very nice. I told you, there was a short time when I was growing up. Boys are immature, in their teens, and many in their 20s. Mine kind of ended in the low 20s. My buddies and I cut scene. One day we're hanging out, all studs that I went to the gym with, all pussy hounds, no punk bitches, no sidewalk sissies, no mud ducks. These were grade A beef, all of them. Ladies loved all of us. Nobody benched under 400 pounds and jacked. Anyway, this is a story for another time. We're hanging out, just a typical Friday night, and somebody says, we got to do something new. How many times can we do things we used to do and go here, go there, go to a bar? Let's do something new. What's Frankie B say? Let's go out hogging. Horkin? What? Hogging. The fuck is hogging? You never went hogging? And we're all looking at each other. None of you motherfuckers, pussy ass bitches, the way we used to talk then. No. Oh, shit, I gotta teach you bitches. We're gonna go out. This was terrible. For those listening, some dudes are gonna laugh, some women are gonna hate me. Or maybe the cool ones laugh, who knows? I think Danny might laugh. What is hogging? Well, we're going to take something called video cameras before your cell phones. We all had them, of course, like a Super 8. You don't know what the fuck that means. We all have to go out. We're going to put $100 into a pot. So-and-so is going to hold it. In this case, it was me. Mostly because I'm the biggest guy and was always righteous, and no one's going to try to stick me for the money, you know what I mean? Even then. We're going to go out and try to pick up the fattest women possible. Whoever gets proof, you got to stand next to the bitch, have her next to other people, a blue public mailbox. We need scale. Don't just say, oh, she was this big, because we ain't going to believe you. You need to trust but verify. This is why the cameras. So go home, put on your Dracar Noir cologne. None of you remember the 90s. Or your Cool Water. Maybe CK1. No one knows what those are. Dracar still smells good, by the way. and cool water. At least the original one. I think they have other ones now. They smell, fragrances go in and out, but there's a reason a generation bathed in Drakkar. That shit turned women into puddles. It turned church women into whores. That shit is a love potion. Drakkar Noir. Can you still buy it? Yeah, and it's cheap. I don't know. Go somewhere. Walmart online. Women love it. Especially ones that haven't smelled it. This generation, they only know whatever the fuck dudes are wearing. But I tell you, you wear that, there is women all over you. Anyway, we did indeed go out hogging. You asked me and you said be real, motherfuckers. Fast Car 2, it's terrible. I know that. I went out hogging. And I looked around, and this'll be the old me speaking, not the new David, not the fast car you know now in front of you. I'm going to speak as the old me, looking for some fatties. I went to a mall. I went to Woodbridge Mall. I went to Menlo Mall. I went to Bridgewater Mall. There's only maybe one or two people that go, I know those malls. Right, Danny? We had a whole day to find our victim, to catch our fatty, if it was fishing. No luck, just because I know somebody's going to get a whopper, or what fishermen called a lunker. And then I remembered there's legend of this girl that I've heard from too many dudes I've hung with, that hangs at a certain pool hall in a certain town, and I'm not going to say where. Close to the areas where we've talked. It's a video game, arcade, and a pool hall where a lot of sluts hanged out. And I don't just say that loosely. Let's leave it there. Some of my 5,000 came from this place. Quite a few. But there was legend of this girl that hung there as of late, and the stories were epic. I won't go through them, but this was fatness on another level. There was a TV show like My 500-Pound Life or something. Does anybody remember that or know what I'm talking about? Like, this bitch could be on that show. I'm not talking pudgy or a couple pounds over. I mean the size of 3, 4, 6 average women. There was rumors. Oh, my excitement. So I took what would I have been driving at that time? So the year would have been about there. No, it wasn't that. I know exactly what it was driving. I had a fully restored 1970 Cobra Mustang 428 Cobra Jet. I've lost everyone. With a Detroit Locker 430 and a Rock Crusher. The fuck is a Rock Crusher and a Detroit Locker? None of you know. You're not car people. 428 cubic inches. Even though it had matching numbers, it was restored, it was rebuilt. Internally, there was some differences, but externally, this was a restored factory car. Made probably realistically an extra, mild heads, 50 or 60 horse. But it was a black, I have pictures of it, but I'm not going to show you, but fully restored, beautiful paint job. Not an old jalopy or a word none of you know called hoopty. This was beautiful, restored, paid a lot of money for it. Anyway, I took that Mustang with the Rock Crusher and the 430 Detroit Locker. Prove it was a Detroit Locker. I know exactly what that is. Fast car. How could I prove it? Well, I could tell you that it didn't turn very well, and when you did turn, it would ratchet, and you would hear click, 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 click. Is that enough proof for you? Oh, shit. we could talk more about this more, but what did it run? We'll talk about that after. I don't want to bore people. So I took this Mustang that was a motherfucker of a motherfucker, especially during that time. Cars were not fast like now. Anyway, I took that fast car and I went to this arcade billiard pool hole and looked around and saw some characters I knew that were part of my early 5,000 list. The ladies always loved seeing fast car. They would run over and I was going to give you a cutscene, but this is not about my love life. But see, this will sound weird if I don't explain it. Ladies of mine that I had relations with, later I had to have them sign waivers because of the damage. Those of you who've seen me on OnlyFans know that my junk is, on a good day, 13 and a half inches and fat. Like if you're a dude, where your forearm meets your elbow. Yeah, that is. Anyway, yeah, they have to sign waivers because of potential damage. But girls I hung with, there was a procedure when they saw me. A certain procedure they would go through. It wouldn't just be like they would see fast car and nod or look. They would come running and they all had to say the same thing. There were some phrases they had to say that let me know they were still part of the program. And there was things that they would do, grabbing in public, holding my penis, well, calling me certain names depending on their race. I won't get into this more in this end cutscene. I know you want to know this. Anyway, I'm looking around and I see some of the hotties. I can name some names. None of you would know them. And then I saw her. Oh, I want to say her name so bad, but I feel like she's probably on social media or something and somebody will find her. There's no way she's lost weight. Although, wouldn't that be crazy if she did? This was I want to choose my words carefully. This was a monstrosity of a woman. This was a grossly, morbidly obese. I don't mean a few pounds over or even a little bit fat. I mean a biggin. Wouldn't fit in my Mustang, and this had a lot of room in it in the front seat, and it went way back compared to cars of today. I can only estimate her size, but I have a good eye for weights doing bodybuilding and weight training, although usually for muscular people. She was 5'1", 560, 600. I told you she was a monstrosity. I threw up a little in my mouth, I'm not going to lie. And I said, man, it just happens that this girl, I almost said her name. And I've always called her by her full name. I don't know why. I don't know many people I've always called by their full name, but this one. She had a crush on me since we were children. I know this girl. Then I let's say we went to different schools and different paths, but I knew of her. She saw me and was very excited. Plus, 6'9", 320, six-pack, blonde hair, blue eyes. You know, I got this big monster in my pants who's named... Only Lucidity knows the name of Fastcar's dick. Right, Vanessa? If you want to know... You have to ask Lucidity. Fastcar said you were the only person that knows the name of his dick. Will you tell us? Don't tell him, baby. Keep it a secret between us. Lucidity's laughing right now, if she's hearing this. Hi, Vanessa. Yes, I did it again just to throw you motherfuckers off the trail. The bitch has me blocked. It's not like we're chatting. I would be shocked if she unblocked me. Uh, I'm not scared of talking, and I don't get verklempt, Jewish word, very often, flabbergasted. If I was unblocked, I wouldn't know what to say to Lucidity. Hi, I've missed you, and there would be a little pause. Eventually it would come back. I digress. I've known this fatty. She got way fatter than I remember. I have no trouble talking to women in real life. I haven't since I was a kid. You motherfuckers are shy. You corona kids. I don't know how to talk to people. I have ADD. I have, what's that fake thing that isn't real? Where they're scared and nervous. I have anxiety. None of that is real. Also, no one is allergic to peanut butter. What is with all these sissy kids? If I go near a peanut, I drop dead. I never met anyone like that growing up. What is that? I digress. I've never had problems talking to women. It doesn't hurt that I look the way I do, and let's just say it, I'm charming. Hold on. I'm flexing my right bicep. I'm fucked up, from the injuries, but oh shit, I still got it. I'm just looking at the veins on this. I got veins bigger than other guys' arms. Your little spaghetti ass. Would you look? Hold on, I'm gonna kiss it. Oh, that is a. Look at that motherfucker. 21 inches. Could you imagine? You can't because you're mud ducks. I digress. Man, I'm great. I was enjoying myself for a second. I've never had trouble, even as a youth, talking to women. I just didn't have that fear. Just the all gas, no brake since I was very young. Yes, if this is a callback to something I said about Lucidity and Vanessa, and unless you've seen videos a couple back, you don't know why that's important. I've been all gas and no brake since the beginning. But I'm going to be honest, because you wanted real. I am looking at her. Rare is a motherfucker bigger than me. I wasn't at full size at that point, but still a big dude. She was way bigger than me. 2, 3, easily. Ooh. I threw up a little in my mouth. I'm not going to lie to the brothers out there. And I went over and I said, hey, almost said her full name. Not gonna do it. Hey, so-and-so. Oh my God, you grew up. Look, you're even bigger. And what the fuck? Just drooling all over me. Something I'm used to, not being cocky. Damn. And people are like, wait, see, they knew me as a different name then. I'm not going to say it because they knew me as a different name. Not what you know me as. Explained earlier. This is probably very long. We have to be an hour by now. Is so-and-so talking? Talking? This is a thing some people say. Are you going out with a guy? No. Are you seeing a guy? Are you cheating on your boyfriend with some guy? Nah, but I'm talking to this guy, or N-word. Oh, you're talking to. Does that mean you're fucking? Anyway, I go over and I talk to this girl who I won't mention. She's super excited. People in the pool hall / arcade, it's fairly big. They know who I am, even just because I'm a giant and some things I had done and some legendary fights. I don't want to say I beat up a town, but I fought a whole football team. This is for another fast car, true legendary story. They all knew me, and they see me talking to so-and-so. What is going on? And I just all gas, no brake, so-and-so. I know there's something you've wanted for many years. And my folks are on vacation we own a hotel. Still, well, I own it now. Still to this day. part of it. Pompano Beach, Florida. Yes, because I'm fast car. You want real? 14th Street and A1A at the Bridgewater, at the drawbridge, LHC. It doesn't matter. Anyway, there's no one home. Do you want to come back with me? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, God. There's a term, it's been in movies and TV. I hope I'm not too close to the mic. I am sitting a little close. Something called the walk of shame. Some of you know what that is that are scandalous. Most of you won't, because you've never done it. This was the real walk of shame. Walking out. Oh, I'm throwing up a little in my mouth all these years later. Taking her hand and leading her to the car with everyone just pours out of so-and-so arcade pool hall like, is this real? Is the prom king of so-and-so and the giant of... They had many names for me. Is he with... I almost said her name again. No. Yep. Held the door for the bitch and everything. She got in. Oh, the poor suspension. Oh, man. See, I was going to make a joke, a cutscene, but none of you motherfuckers would get it. I was going to talk about, in the Flintstones, there's a little scene where they put a giant a meat, on the vehicle. Think ribs, and it's so big the thing kind of leans on the side with two tires off the ground. That's what this shit was scraping. I actually damaged my exhaust. That's not a joke. Fast car, did you eat? Did you do the deed? Oh, we got somebody who's gangster. Fast car, did you get those steeds? These white people don't know about steeds. Oh, that is funny. Yeah, I'm blacker than you think. That's another video, how I got my ghetto pass. The first one of 5. Oh, there's so many friends. You gotta see what they're typing. Did you hit those skins? Yeah. I did it. It's the only time in my life that I had performance anxiety. My penis, known as... Oh, I almost said his name. Who's the only person that knows its name? Lucidity Vanessa. But I don't think she'll tell her. You might have to work for it or even pay her. Vanessa, if you're hearing this before they get to you, tell them 1,000 gold. Don't give it out for free, baby. Vanessa might be laughing right now. Okay. I couldn't get it up. And my life, still right now, due to extremely high hormone levels, my dick was always up 98% of the time. Now I know when you're young, 13, 14, 15, in high school maybe, the wind blows and your dick gets hard if you're normal. Mine has never stopped. But that day, that time, I ate well, I slept well, I was hydrated. I almost said his name. He didn't want none of that. I swear he was backing away. It grew arms and was like, nah, hell nah, no, oh God. Daddy, don't do this to me. He didn't want none of that. So I was at my fully flaccid, which is about 9 inches by, it's small, 9 by 7, I guess, if I'm totally limp. Which is very rare. But it is possible this could fit into a woman when it's, not full size, without hours and days and various shoehorns. I don't fit in women, except for one. You want a cutscene? A quick one. related to my penis and the only girl. Okay, this will be a quick one. I knew a girl, famous, like famous, like literally world famous. Oh, I know that you dated, because I saw the pictures and the video, who? Both Britney Spears and Paris Hilton. You're half right. I don't know if I would call it dated. We hung, had good times, we had some relations. We had a lot of relations. But I wouldn't call it dating. This is not who I'm talking about, and potentially more famous than both Paris Hilton and Britney Spears. Now you're really thinking, who was more famous than them in the 90s, late 90s? I'm not going to tell you, but famous motherfuckers, real famous. If I wanted to brag, I would tell you who it is, but I'm not going to. Hell, I got videos and stills of my beloved Vanessa, Lucidity, and I've never shared those. Hi, Vanessa. Yes, I know. I wonder if she laughs or hates it, or does she blush every time I say her name? Yeah. All right. Anyway. Very famous. We hook up. It doesn't take very long. She was weird also. She liked pain. This was actually the first one. This was early in my 5,000 and change career. I don't remember what number. I'd have to go through the videotapes, all consensual. Later on, it went to disc, and then, of course, full digital. I considered hiring someone to transfer. I still have a VCR. All of the old tapes and discs and all the old formats just onto a flash drive. I don't look back at them. Weirdly, I've never looked back at any of them. Okay, one. You want me to be real? Double cutscene. Just one of 5,000 plus. I'm not going to tell you her real name because, well, I'll tell you her first name. Because I know for a fact she's on social media. I'm just going to, I want to say her last name. I'm going to just say the first name, Ramona. Latina. Oh. Still, I told you there was only one. I was immature, and I was fucking everything. 12, 15 at a time, multiple in a day. Sometimes a lot of multiple. Constant Scully Diesel. There was always some girl in the car giving me head, and then dropped off and going to the next. I was immature. I was young. She was perfect. Not close. Now, some of you who have dated a few women, or very few, maybe you met one and you're some kind of monstrosity, and you met another monstrosity, and that's what you are stuck with. I have a very large pool of women. Do you understand? You can't say, the chick I'm with is super hot, because you've been with one girl. When you've been with 5,000 and change, do you know what I'm saying? It's different. Ramona, perfect. Latina, perfect. Every angle, up, down, left, right, front, back. She had fuck me hair and fuck me face, and just the right, depending where you're from, DSLs or blowjob lips, the neck, the shoulder. Ooh, I'm getting a little, I'm fresh out of the hospital on pills, fucked up and tired, and I got a little bit of chills. Ramona, the breasts, the thighs, perfect. Not hot, not super hot. probably the best ever that I ever saw anywhere. I've been in 50 countries. I've been to all the beaches. I've been to Brazil. I've been to California beaches, Miami, all over. Perfect. She was natural. She wasn't 1 in 100, 1,000, a million, a billion. She was once in a generation hot. Ooh, I need some water. Hold on. I am literally hot. Hold on. Okay, back. Needed some water. I really got to stop this. I'm in multiple cutscenes. That's the only one to this day that I regret. That's not true. There's two. Lucidity. My beloved Vanessa. If I did it all over again. Hi, Vanessa. I hope she's hearing this. Hopefully laughing or a little goofy smile. How funny would it be if people on Discord said, "You bitch, how dare you block Fast Car? He constantly talks about you in the nicest way. Let her have it. Fast Car Army, the FOF." What's a FOF? They know. Let Lucidity have it. Don't troll her. Unblock Fast Car. Put up signs. Make banners. Hi, Vanessa. So, Ramona. I'm going to tell you, as I've gone this far into the story, she was perfect. Her voice was sexy, and it got better. I have no explanation for you people and how this is possible. What I'm telling you is a fact. When we started dating, I went to her house one day, and there was pictures of her. 6th grade, 7th grade, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 6 through 10, she was an ugly duckling. Braces, fucked up hair. I don't know, her face didn't look right. And I teased her. There's no way that was you. God, I wouldn't have talked to you. You were so gross, I would have made fun of you. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I kind of knew you in high school. You walked past my locker a couple times a day, and I wanted to say hi, but you looked at me like you were disgusted. I would look at you and smile, and you would make like a yuck face. I think I was 2 years ahead of her. I would come to all your games and your various sports. She was gross. There's something called the ugly duckling syndrome, where maybe it happens to guys too, but I've never looked at them. Maybe they just, let's call it bloom. I don't know what happened to, almost said her full name, Ramona. I know 2 girls that bloomed 10,000%. I remember the other one like it was yesterday. Anyway, then something happened to Ramona. The braces came off. She grew her hair, her face, magically, like she got 3 wishes. Her body, it would melt every one of you motherfuckers. Half you women out there would love her, and even some that were on the fence, you would turn gay for this bitch. That's a fact. And that's of a large pool, traveling the world and having 5,000. Why do you regret it? You want real? She had an ugly complex and went from a minus 1,000 to a plus 50 million. She wasn't hot. She was something else. She was sweet. She was fun. She was funny. Still is, I'm sure. Was an unbelievable artist, and I don't mean she could draw. I mean scary, one-in-a-generation artist. She could sing. She had diaries, journals, back from when she was a kid, maybe 8th grade. And the first time I went to her house, we're in a deep cut, motherfuckers. Thank you for listening to Fast Car Radio. People say I sound like an announcer or I should do radio programs, even with my fucked up voice right now. Hi, Danny. That's with an I, by the way. Kitten. In these journals or diaries, she took them out. First time at her house, she took out a photo album of her ugly fucking face. I literally was like, I don't want to be rude, but I mean, there's gorillas better looking. And she would laugh. She took out the journals and it would underlined, so it was encircled, so easy to find. This is a true Fast Cars. I've never talked about this. My friends don't know this. And in these journals from when she was a young girl, and I guess her pussy started working, one day he's going to rescue me. I can see him, blonde hair, blue eyes, very tall, muscles. He's going to get me, my hero, and I'm going to marry him. She wrote this from 8th grade until she met me. I don't have a number for you. Hundreds of times. Thousands, maybe, in these books. 1 second, drink of water. I'm not going to pause. I don't want to clear my throat. Too many times, because I know a girl, hi Kitty, who has some weird disease or something. And if you clear your throat, it makes her angry and she wants to kill people. And she's a... Hold on. I'm doing quotey fingers, like, quote, a trained martial artist, end quote. I don't know why. There's several things, one of which is people clearing their throat, although it seems that she can tolerate it when it's me. But I don't want to abuse that. Hi, Kitty. But there's several things that she could be the sweetest, tiniest, happiest little girl in the world. And if you do or say certain things, she gets instantly violent, roid rage. And if she had a sword, she would cut you up. One of those things is clearing your throat. I digress. Mini cutscene closed. Ramona wrote thousands of times about this person. And even when she was in high school, oh my God, I wish it could be him. He's all of that. He's everything. I dream about him. She would read it to me and I was like, dude, you were a psycho stalker. Well, I didn't actually stalk you, but I did follow you around and would talk to all my friends about you. And yeah, I wrote thousands of pages about you. Jesus Christ. I went to all your games and I found out where you live. I drove by your house. Okay, that was a little stalky. Ramona. Perfect. I don't know how you go from as gross... If she heard this, she'd be laughing right now. Don't worry. As gross as she would to this. She worked at a store in high school and shortly after, before she became a pharmacist tech and then a full pharmacist. Congratulations. Not like she'll hear it. I was very proud of her. You want it deep, motherfuckers? You're getting real and deep. Just like Fast Car goes. Real deep. Remember, so many questions. Do you remember your first time? Oh, yes, I do. Really? You're going to ask a Lucidity question? Could she take the monster Fast Car? No. Lucidity? No. Despite she told me about her alleged sexual antics trying to be cool, no. Sadly, I won't say one of my alter ego names, I would not fit inside Lucidity. it would be an unbelievable, it just wouldn't happen. There would be hospitals involved. It wouldn't work. My normal tricks of various toys and shoehorns that I call cockhorns. I have some custom-made tools for trying to fit in women, and sometimes it's weeks. Most of them never, probably 90%, unless they've had children, which I don't like, because sorry girls, after a woman has a child, they age 20 years in a year. God forbid they have more than one, and they get gross to me. Just thinking of that thing crawling out like Stewie. You know what I mean? Or like, see, nope, I was going to cut scene to a movie called Chucky, but none of you know Chucky, so type. Just thinking of Chucky crawling out of that vagina. Unless a woman had a child, obviously it loosens them up. Let's be honest, they're pooping out a football, right? I digress. She stalked me. She worked at a girls' clothing store called Joyce Leslie, which was also connected to the Limited and London Fog in this strip mall. Fun fact, my life is crazy, but this is a fact. I know who used to be the CEO, maybe still is, I doubt it as years have passed. I know who was the CEO of Joyce Leslie, London Fog, The Limited, and some other girly company, I don't remember. I knew her son, and I stayed in her mansion for about 2 weeks. Cutscene. She was a top 10 hottest woman ever, single. The dad wasn't in the picture. She looked like, none of you know who this is, singer and Playboy star? Beauty queen winner, like Miss America, Vanessa Williams in her prime. She was mixed black. Look up Vanessa Williams in her prime. Maybe you're not into that, but this was a world level hottie. That's what she looked like. Oh, when she touched me for a hug, I almost tried to fuck my friend's mom. My dick was, I'm in shorts, and it fell out all the time. Here's this, I almost said the name of my junk, but only Vanessa knows. Baby, if you're listening, do not tell them for under 1,000 gold, maybe more, maybe a chalk. Do not. I hope they don't get to her before she gets to hear this, if she does. Hi, Vanessa. Yep, I did it again. You should see the people. Unblock Fastcar. She won't because of ego, and that's unfortunate and regretful. Because I'll leave it at that. Even a surprise I have. Ramona spent all her money. Her family was well off. Upper middle class. They had dough. Okay. Her mother, who thought Ramona was just a little doll, her mom was hot too. She was a mix of white, German, but white, a little English, and British Guyanese. If you know, you know. Not one of the dark Indian-looking, urine-colored. This was, you wouldn't know. You would think she was maybe Mexican or other Latina. Whatever. Spices and herbs was in that goo batter that got injected into her pretty hot mom. And her dad was gross. Nigga looked like like he lived in a shanty or he was a pirate. How he scored her mother. He was a drunk and an asshole. But that baby goo made this one in a generation. Anyway, she adored me. She worked at Joyce Leslie, which at the time was all club gear. Tiny little, is the word lycra? Mini skirts. What many of the girls here that are not hot would call, oh, she looked like a slut. Yes. She had 3 closets of high heels, 3 closets of mini skirts and little outfits and dresses that were mini and tight and the boobs stuck out, just, and 1 closet that was for work and later on school. At work and school, this was like Superman. You want a deep cut, motherfucker, so I'm giving it to you. It may be long, then turn it off. She had a closet for work, and if she went out with her friends, which was rare, and all the rest was for me. Did I like her in tiny mini skirts with the best body and face and hair and, oh, her nails? Perfect. She was like a Latino Peg and Kelly Bundy mixed from that show, the Bundy show, Married with Children. None of you ever saw it. That's what she wore. Only pants if it was snowing or raining. Do you have a single best thought about her? You want a triple cut? Yes, I do. And I remember it like it was yesterday. Put a pin in that. I'm going to finish with Ramona. She had a complex of being an ugly duckling. She had no idea how hot she was. Men fell over. Married men would stare, get boners everywhere. Wives would slap them everywhere for years. Yeah, I cheated on her, as you asked, continuously. And I didn't need to because, well, you'll find out. Women continuously, if I walked more than a foot away from her without my hand on her ass or holding her waist, the sharks would come swimming in. She always said she had a boyfriend before that was the thing you say. And, okay, did I test her? Yep. Before she knew my friends, the ones that were some pussy hounds that women love, I sent them all in over a couple of months to try and pick her up. A diverse array of blondes and Italians and the black and everything in between that women said were 10s. Who's that guy? Michael B. Jordan? Yeah, like that level, my friends were. Someone asked about the black one. She blew them all off. Kind of hard. She would look down anyway. She had this ugly duckling complex, had no idea she was a 1 in 8 billion. And she loved me unconditionally, almost in a creepy way, but I didn't know how good it was then. Adored me. Anything I wanted. That was it. She would, and I had some money, she would just buy it for me. If I mentioned, oh, that's cool, I would have it that or the next day. And this is pre-Amazon. I never met one that had this to this degree. And yes, I didn't forget about the famous girl. We're in multiple cuts, but I have to finish the story now. Anything I wanted, that's how it was. She liked me in charge. It excited her. There's some women that like this, and there's some like, why are you always blah, 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 with all the mouth these bitches have. Not Ramona. She loved it, and she told me on a few occasions, I don't want to decide where we eat. I don't want to decide when we fuck. I will never tell you no. Don't test me on that. If you want head, whatever you want, it's going to happen anywhere, anytime. Don't say that I'm low 20s and I am horny 15, 27 times. Don't say that. Anything, anytime. We will not talk of this again. Ooh. When I told my friends that, you're making it up. No, with that girl, yes. If you want to know the specifics and more about Ramona, I could do a vid on this. I'm going to cut it short. Needless to say, she kept her word for years. Anytime, anywhere. And I can think of a wedding we were at, in a motherfucking wedding. When I'm looking at all the, what do they call them, bridesmaids, is that just one girl or like the bunch of them? Whatever the bunch of the girls are at the wedding, and they kind of wear the same dress and color, whatever, you know, that thing. A couple of them were cute, but that dress, oh, good googly moogly. I remember the horniness, and I remember creeping up during a little break or some part of the celebration. I don't know what goes on in weddings. I fucking hate them. And I was like, Ramona, she's like, there's a wedding going on. Yes, what she used to call me. There's a word of words. There's an ultimate word. There is a word that will melt Fastcar. No, it's not daddy. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's a single solitary word. It is my kryptonite. And especially if a Latina says it, Lucidity, Vanessa, all crimes are forgotten, all damage is healed. The bitch could cheat on me 8,700 times. If she says the word of words, Fastcar melts and becomes goofy and giddy. It is my kryptonite. She knew this and said the word of words, the ultimate word. At a wedding. This is another story for another time. You asked about the most memorable moment. Was it that wedding? No. This is going to be brief and for another time. I spent my summers in Florida, Pompano Beach at our hotel. 3 months. I was with Ramona at the time. As far as she knew, I was a terrible boyfriend. I'm not going to lie. Oh, I fucked everything. I got head from it. I licked every pussy. Even more on vacation, because then I didn't have to worry about her popping. And it wasn't that the sex wasn't good, Ramona. Oh, it was top. 2 or 3 ever. Every part of it. Oh. Can you stick your tongue out? Jesus, that is a big, long, wide tongue. And I could do this for days without getting tired. And this. You know about my other gold medal, right? No. Not in the Olympics. Well, not in the regular Olympics. I'm going to show you a trophy. And I'm going to put it right up to the cam for you guys. What does it say? In fact, there's a medal, but I can turn the cam. It's on the wall. What does it say? I'm going to put it down. Gold medal, 1998, for the pussy eating Olympics. I told you that my life is crazy. It's all a fact. If I just started rattling off about my life, everyone would say, they would give me the nigga please look and say, this nigga's crazy. Video or screenshot. Not just is there a video, it was on VCR. You used to be able to buy it, probably not anymore. And yes, I have a copy of it. And this is for another video, the Pussy Eating Olympics, where I got a gold medal. Fun fact, quickly, I won by so much that the 10 girls on the panel that took the pussy eating, who were all porn stars, famous at the time. Things are different now with OnlyFans and all this. But being a porn star then meant something. There wasn't millions of them. They said David was so good at eating pussy. So quickly did we all finish. It doesn't make sense. Machines and toys are nothing compared to this motherfucker. Somehow, they all asked me to hang out with them, marry them, spend time after this event, which was called hedonism. Long story. It wasn't planned. David was so good at eating pussy, we didn't even award a silver and a bronze. He has all of them. Technically, I'm the only person in the Olympics to win all. I never laughed about it till now. All 3 medals. And this is a fact. Whatever you think I know to eat pussy, you don't. Gold medal. Okay, I digress. I would spend my summers in Florida, South Florida, Pompano Beach, right on the border of Fort Lauderdale, and have a wonderful time since I was a baby. That's a true story. I have pictures my mother gave me near her death, photo album of me at 1 or whatever, 2, as a fast baby. Cute. My fingers wrapped around her pointy finger, and she was a small woman walking in the sand. And all the way up, anyway. She saved my hair. Is that weird? Little clumps of my hair. Anyway, my mom was goofy and old school. That mom, anyway. That's another story. While I was away on vacation for 3 months, I would talk to Ramona on the phone. I really want to cut this and go back to the famous girl. I'm going to speed this up. She would miss the shit out of me. I miss you so much. She would write letters to me every day. She kept trying to come down to visit me. And although I would have loved to share that time in South Florida with Ramona, oh, boys, if you saw her in a bikini, oh, I'm banging my head. Whatever you think is hot isn't. This was perfect. Every angle, every facet, just, oh. If there was a room of Tens and Victoria's Secret and runway models and your favorite porn star and OnlyFans all in a room, they looked like 4s and 5s next to Ramona. And it wasn't just that I had an attraction to her. My friends, everyone I ever met, old and young, just, what is that creature? I would go on vacation to Florida, and she would miss me, kept trying to come see me. My parents said they'll get me a ticket. Yeah, I know, but you gotta work. Oh, fuck work. I can get another job. And all this, please, please, please. And I'm thinking, man, I'm fucking 8, 12, 15 women a night, sometimes rooms full. This is another story. Oh boy, the videotapes I have. Oh, motherfucker. Anyway, oh, he's a dog. Thank God she never came. What was the single best moment? It took 25 minutes to lead up to this answer. I get home from Florida. I didn't fly that year. I drove because I had a cool car and wanted to show it off. Oh, I have some memories of that. I drove basically straight from southern Florida to central New Jersey. Driving nice with rest stops and eating and pissing, pooping. It's about a 24-hour drive. Doing the speed limit. If you go zesty, it could maybe be about 20 hours. Well, I made it in 17. And that's with traffic jams and whatever issues, avoiding the police. I get home, I'm a little sunburned. I'm dehydrated because I had been partying the night before. I'd been up. I drove for 17 hours, but I was up longer than that, maybe 24, maybe 30 or more because of the partying. I get home, and I'm done. I am 100% exhausted. And I don't mean, oh, I went to work for a few hours and I come home, I'm so exhausted. That's not exhausted. I mean like you ran a marathon in the heat, exhausted. I'm laying in bed, I hear ding dong. I didn't expect it. It's Ramona. You asked for the single greatest moment, and there's thousands, I could tell you, in a Ramona video. I don't think I'll do that, though, unless hundreds are interested. Ramona walks in, and she was shocking. I spent 3 months on the beach in South Florida, many days in Miami, most of the time, with these half-naked, used to be the capital of plastic surgery, huge-titted, many Latinas, which is a flavor that Fast Car likes very much. Hi, Vanessa. Yes, she's Mexican. She walks in, big hair, curly, just almost down to her butt. If she arched her back a little, which she did for, I'm not going to tell you the name, many times it would just tickle. It was cut in a V, and it was something called a spiral perm at the time. I don't know what that means, but I know on her I liked it. Jet black hair, just tickling her. Oh, her ass. Sorry, boys, this was not the fat ass. This was a 90s handful of perfect. She worked out under my direction and ate under my direction. She was lightly muscled and tight. Toit like a toiger. None of you get that reference because you don't know Austin Powers. Maybe one person. She walked in, it was a little rainy, in some shoes I never seen, and I knew most of her shoes because they were in the air all the time, or I could see them from behind, or even with her on top of me, or what's called Superman fucking, or the zero gravity fuck. More on that later. I knew most of her shoes, but she constantly bought in 3 months. Could she get some new shoes? Yes. These are, I don't know what you call, hooker boots? Or go-go boots? I don't know, 5-inch heel, because that's very important. Ladies, don't wear short heels when you're trying to be hot. Magic happens that I could make a 1 or 2 video about women's heels, and 5 inches is the magic number. Not 6, not 4, not 2.5. I don't care if they're comfortable. You want to be hot, 5-inch heels. I could give you a scientific explanation. Believe me. 5-inch heel, black with little silver studs. I still remember it, laying in bed, and I rolled over. Eyes kind of closed. They opened. Oh, look at these boots with little studs on them. Eyes closed. Ramona, you've known me a long time. I have spent days fucking you, often 3 days straight. And since I've known you, this is the most tired, dehydrated, sunburnt I've ever been. Baby, I know you want to give me a welcome back present. And I'm thinking about how many women I've fucked while I was gone and got head from. I'm super horny because I've been away. She thinks I'm full of goo. Fast milk, as they call it. There is nothing you can do or say. No offense, there's nothing going on that you need to know about. I am spent, eyes closed. She doesn't say anything. A few seconds go by. She says the word of words. My eyes kind of open up. She's wearing a full-length London fog rain jacket, or maybe trench coat. I don't know what you call it. And this literally went from her neck to her ankles. I never seen this on her before. I don't know if she bought it recently or was in the various closets. So she's wearing this thing. It's raining. She had a cute little umbrella with her. I knew this umbrella because I got it for her. She puts the umbrella down and says the word of words again. I know it'll pep you up. Oh, her voice. Men, some of the women, her voice, most of you are not old enough probably to know what this is. There used to be a thing where there was 900 girls that would naughty chat with you on the phone. This is before the internet as we know it. And they would pick women with sexy voices that you never meet. Oh, her voice. Her voice would melt mountains, not trying. Her normal voice, oh, her voice was hot. Oh, God. She says the word of word, and it peps me up laying there in my then waterbed. I didn't know about beds then. She says the word of word, and one eye opens and two. And this jacket had buttons, and one button, and two buttons, and three, and four, and five. And I'm just about to get a peek. She lets out a little giggle. You asked about the greatest moment. This is what probably a half hour led up to. Button, button, button. She turns around. This was a thing she would do every day the first time I saw her, and this was called the hotness check that I did to her and many other women. And this is where I would make them stand up straight, face me, head level, gently arching the back just so the titties stuck out just a little more. And when they're in heels, you know what that does to titties and legs. Women know. Few of the men. There's a reason strippers wear high heels, boys. It's part of the illusion. And your OnlyFans bitches, unless it's just, well, we'll leave it at that. And I would do a thing with every girl called flip, but I didn't say flip. I said it, man, you're getting a deep cut. Flip. Flip. And they would do a quarter turn. So they would be facing me, and I would just enjoy the delicious nip. Flip. Why did I do it high pitch like that? I have no ego, motherfuckers, I told you. Sometimes fast car is goofy. And they would turn a quarter, and I would see them from the side. Flip. And I would see the back. Flip. I would see the other side. Flip. Back to the front. So she turns to the back and says, don't say it. I'm going to do it myself. What is she talking about? Now I'm sitting on the edge of the bed. What's going on here? Yes, this is the hottest woman of a generation. But I've seen it so many times, it's almost not special to me. Does that make sense? I kind of got used to it. Yeah, I got used to it. She finishes unbuttoning. She has to go down low because the buttons went low. And the first and only time she ever said this, in that voice, are you ready? Secret word. Ready for what? Little giggle. She turns around, jacket still closed, but she's holding it with her hands closed. Oh, I remember the long red nails. This is burned into my mind. My spank bank is pretty big, but this is page 1, boys. Some of the girls are going, what's a spank bank? My niggas out there now. The soldiers. Even not the soldiers, the sissies. They got spank banks too. This is page 1. This is the first lot of pages. She's holding the jacket closed. A little smirk on her face. Says the magic word. Slowly licks her lips left to right. Only the boys know. Ladies, you have no idea how powerful your little pink tongues are. Oh, even now I'm getting chills thinking about... Those red lips overlined. Quick cut. She knew my aunt, whose stage name was Miss Vogel. She was the makeup artist for Pamela Anderson in the 90s and early 2000s for all her appearances on TV, all print ads, and when she would be out and about. Alexis Vogel is my aunt. None of you know who that is. I suppose you could go Google Alexis Vogel, makeup artist, and maybe put in Pam Anderson. This is who her makeup artist was in her prime of hotness. While she was always busy, occasionally she would come and visit my mother. Ramona was over once, and she said, "Girl, from 1 to 10, you know who I work with, right?" And she said, "Yeah." And she said, "I'll never admit this. I think you're better looking than Pam. Prime. But don't hate ladies. Oh, she wasn't." Yes, Pam Anderson. Prime Pam Anderson for about 20 years was all of that. And white girls that are blonde are not even my thing, and I could recognize that. She was a fine. She said, "Who does your makeup?" Ramona said, "I do." "Do you mind if I give you some tips?" "Yes." She had her beauty case with her. It looked like several. Her mini kits looked like 3 large fishing tackle boxes. And she had all her creams and jellies and, I don't know, pencils. All I know from 1 to 10, until that point, Ramona was a 9 million. After she met my aunt, I don't know anything about makeup and hot makeup. She was a 37 million and continued doing her makeup that way. End cutscene. True story. All facts. Do you have any other famous relatives? Depends what you mean by famous. Yes, but that's for another video. A little giggle licks her lips that were, I'm a lip man. I like them, especially if they're DSL blowjob lips. Or as Lucidity used to call, was it duck lips or... Oh, you like girls that have... Lucidity... Listen, I don't want to keep bringing her up. Vanessa, Lucidity, once said to me on a video call, you like women whose lips look like 2 hairless caterpillars. Now, I don't like the fake, overly inflated, like ridiculous pillowcases. Lucidity, who may or may not remember, if she does, remembers, oh, actually... Here's a quote. "You just like red, overinflated slug lips." Do you remember that one, if you're listening, Vanessa? Come on, baby. Think hard. Overinflated slug lips. Ramona, giggling, says the word of word, licks her lips, holding the jacket closed. I don't know if she thought of this on her own, talking to her slutty, girly friends. Maybe this was planned. Her mother, I found out years later, her mother used to buy her outfits, sexy outfits, and give her advice. "Ramona, you go and you fuck this shit up." Her mother, Ramona was like her little doll in her alter ego. When I would go over mini cutscene, her mother would give me little smiles all the time. "Boy, your mom's nice, always smiling." Why? I found out years later, I tell my mother everything. I mean, not everything. Everything. Every day we have girl chat for a half hour to an hour. But I mean, you don't tell her everything. So when I go over, she's just imagining me doing everything new. Yes, she knows what outfits I'm wearing. She will tell me that I don't look hot enough for me. Whatever, not enough boob is sticking out. She would fix it. My hair. Ugh. I digress. She then says, bam, throws open the jacket. Now we're 45 minutes because you asked me to be real and tell you the single most memorable Ramona minute. And no, it wasn't the first time we had anal. Oh, that was so good. This jacket opens, exhausted, tired, sunburned. I mean, my eyes are blinky, kind of sleepy. Bam! Red and black. I don't know the name of it. Lingerie. Red and black nails. It was perfect, unperfect, unperfect. It was the frame around a great artwork. I liked her in it, maybe better than naked. I can't explain to you why. I can see it now, and it's so many years ago. It had the stockings with the little string, with the clips that went up to the waist thing. Fastcar, you're talking about a garter. Garter belt. And it's not a string. You're goofy, and it's funny to us girls. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm not going to say you have no idea how wet I am right now. Okay. That's funny. Oh, me too. Me three. Hello, ladies. I don't know what that means, and I'm a little hoarse. I have a story about Fastcar being a horse. Not a joke, also a fact. If you want to know the time Fastcar was replaced, if you want to know the Fastcar horse story, let me know, and I will tell you the horse car fast. Well, I will tell you the story. I digress. Someone said I have a sexy voice. Thank you. Hopefully it's a chick. I digress, and I'm very close to the mic. I hope it's not overmodulating. Let me move it slightly. The panties she was wearing, red and black, to this time in my life, it's the first time I ever saw it, where the vagina and asshole were cut out professionally. And that area was cut in the shape of a little heart. So when she moved, when I got the view, I went, oh, I don't have to pull these up. Is that a heart? I'm getting fast chills. By pure luck, my parents, who of course were at the hotel, the phone rings. Was this God giving me a favor? You know what, pimp? I got you. That was God. Hey, so-and-so, my real name. It's us. Hi, Mom and Dad. We're on speakerphone, and we're in Charlotte, North Carolina. What are you doing there? Oh, we found this outlet store and some very quaint restaurants we drove that year. And it's pretty here. It's nice people and this low country cooking that we don't have. And we're going to hang out for a couple days, and then we're going to go to this place south of the border. Yeah, I've driven through it all these years. And where Pedro is. See, if you're not on the East Coast and you've never traveled, you don't know what south of the border is. I don't remember if it's North or South Carolina. You can Google this. There's this crazy town, and you could get fireworks. Now you can kind of get them everywhere, including Jersey, that always said, we'll never have them. And it's this crazy town built around a character. Oh, it's a tourist trap. South of the border, there's signs on Route 95 for hundreds of miles, 91 miles to south of the border, with little cartoons and cute stuff. None of you motherfuckers know, because you've never driven. David, so we're going to stop here and there. We're probably going to take another week of vacation. You're not going to be home? No, you sure? Stay out of trouble. Oh, we already know Ramona's there. Put her on. So I hear, hi, Ramona. Hi. She had a cute name she called each one of my parents. You going to take care of him? Yep, he will be fed and... fed. She didn't say and fucked. And whatever. Okay, we'll see you in a week. Okay, bye. So bam, the phone rings. God does me a solid. I got you. He's done me several in my life. Those are also other stories. When she goes over to my stereo and my CD changer at the time and is looking, nope. Ooh, hold on, I gotta go to the car. What? I am sprung, bitch. Be right back. Puts her little jacket back on. In her heels, she's walking. Chop, 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 chop. You can't walk in 5-inch fuck me boots. You know, gracefully. I kind of like that walk. I see her go out to the car, frantically messing with her CD case holder. Nope. Goes into the trunk where her, I don't know, 50 or 100 CD changer is. Oh, all excited. I know that because she kind of jumped up and down through the rain, back into the house. Okay, did I take too long? No, Ramona, I could be in jail for 30 years and I would be this hard. You asked for the story, motherfucker. You're getting it. And I'm still not done. We're in a cutscene. I have real stereo equipment because I'm rich. Even at that time, I had a lawsuit. I got Macintosh amplifiers, you motherfuckers. This isn't Sony or JVC or whatever you people think stereos are. This, even then, was $100,000. I had speakers you never heard of from Legacy Audio. And the speaker cables, which are about $400 each at the time, and a line conditioner, 4 subwoofers, 15 inches, plus the 2 on each speaker. Very loud, very nice music. She closes the door and locks it, like always. I don't know why, no one's there. We have the whole house. She goes, I have a special music track, and I've thought about this for 3 months. Okay, I'm just expecting something, maybe a club song. Here she is in the outfit. I'm tired, but oh, my hormones are taking over. I am ready to go. Mind you, I don't want it to be long for once. I want to finish and take a nap. And I told her that, Ramona. I'm going to fuck you up. Know that. I know, magic word that you'll never know. Almost done with this cutscene. I know. You're not going to walk for a couple days, but for the first time ever, it has to be fast. I have to sleep. Ooh, can you cuddle me, magic word? Yes. Can I sleep with you? Yes. Oh my God. She hits the button on my changer. She put it in disc 5, but disc 1 was on. So the carousel, none of you remember this, has to spin. Actually, it wasn't a 5, it was a 20 changer. So it has to spin all the way around. So she comes over and she's slinking on top of me, her tongue rubbing on my shin and on my knee. And she takes a little nibble and a kissy face. And then on my right thigh, nibble, kiss, nibble, kiss, nibble. Gets right near the monster. You have to ask Lucidity if you want the name. And then goes to the other leg, nibble kiss. I remember it like it was yesterday with thousands of other women on my mind right now. But I remember this one. And she gets near the monster. And then she says, magic word, this is the wettest I've ever been for you. Oh, God. I'm almost finishing looking at her and hearing her voice. Plus, it's been a little while. Yeah, I fucked a lot of other women and had a lot of head. But this one, when the changer stops, she now gets on top of me, which I wasn't planning for. And she goes, she wasn't cocky. A lot of times she would be quiet except for saying filthy, naughty things. If you saw her at work, she was the sweetest. Thank you. How can I help you? Have a nice day. Wearing jeans and flannel shirts. No one knew her alter ego. Much like Beyonce talks about when she's on stage, she becomes Sasha fierce or something. And at home, she's just a quiet lady. She gets on top. I won't be too graphic here. Let's just say she wasn't kidding. She says the magic word, licks her lips, and the song starts. Oh, I put it on repeat, and I turned it up to 6. People, this has no meaning to you, but 6 you could hear. If the windows are open, most of my block, the bass, thousands of watts through 6 subwoofers. Well, 4 subwoofers and 4 woofers / subwoofers. Thousands of real watts, not bullshit. Real watts on a $100,000 system. The carousel gets to the end, it clicks. There's a little crackle. I didn't like this band. She kind of did. Depeche Mode comes on. Thinking of the album Personal Jesus. Down, 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 down. None of you know that song, so feel free to put it on. Depeche Mode, Personal Jesus. I'm sure there exists. Time has gone on, but let's talk about mid-90s, late 90s. Late 90s, actually, because I was just driving. To that point, there was not a whole lot of songs that I knew that if there's a song the hottest woman on the planet should ride your dick to, this is that song. I don't know if it carries on till today, but it was on repeat. Fast car is very hot right now, kind of sweaty, but not gross sweaty. Veins are popping through my forearm and my biceps. Probably, I see them on my shoulders. And I'm fucked up from the hospital. Oh, hormones are flowing through me. When I said, Ramona Dahl, I don't want to be rude. Please don't think there's someone else or anything. I am exhausted. I just drove. Don't worry, magic word. I'll do everything. In fact, you could fall asleep. I'll keep going. I don't know if he stays up when I sleep. Oh, he does. Wait. How do you know that and I don't know that? Because many times when we were cuddling, I wiggled around and I plugged in. What? No, you didn't. Yes. How many times did you wake up inside of me? Yeah, but I've never put a thought to it. Yes, I call it plugging in, and I've done it thousands of times. What would you do? Well, I have a cat, and I learned how cats move and how to be stealthy. So I would, on our side, I would, try not to wake you up, but I would gently, side ride you. You bitch, you fuck. There was a joke then about how she raped me thousands of times. And she would say, magic word, but you can't rape the willing. And I would say, but you don't know if I was willing because I was sleeping. Fun fact, I had the 24-hour flu, 106 temperature, was dying. Going to the hospital. She gave me helmet and fucked me in the car. Pulled over to fuck me in the car. Dying. I didn't have any thought of it. She told me about it. How did I know she did it? Because there was lipstick marks with her color lipstick on my dick, and she showed them to me. Going back and then cutting the scene, Personal Jesus, Depeche Mode. I'm not going to lie to you. I have fucked for as long as 3.5 days straight. Not once, many, many, many times. Mostly with one very special girl, but there was others. Not this day. Oh, the fast milk. There was several times in my career where I hit a ceiling while laying in bed, or where I was at the foot of a bed, king size, like mine was, California king, but because I'm tall. This is a very long, large bed. When doing things, usually, but not exclusively, from behind, And in the early days, before she was on the pill or others that I was raw dogging, I pulled it out, holding it with two hands, even my big hands, not even half, maybe half of it, and just held it with a smirk on my face as it blasted out and hit the back wall and splattered all over, fast milk shooting out like a super soaker. And if I let go of it, it went straight up and blow, it would blast the ceiling. There was a mushroom cloud of fast milk now dripping, and I would have to avoid it. That is factity, fact. Fast Cars shoots like a... oh, still to this day, nothing has changed. At 46, I still have those hormones. True story. But it has to be the right woman in the right outfit. Not everyone gets that, but it's still half of that. I digress. She finished me off very quickly, and then said, do you mind if I hang out here a couple minutes? It's going to start going away a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. Even all the way away, it's still better than anyone else any girl will ever find. Well, you're not wrong. 9 by 7.5 is a fairly nice chunk of penis. So I'm kind of in and out, and of course, from being fucked, you get a little sleepy. So I went out, and I woke up hours later. Ramona's still there, in my arms, cuddling. Yes, fast car cuddles. And I like it if it's with the right girl. And I liked it with her. And if you you don't know what PLP is. Pussy lick points. Girls would have to earn points. Sounds so dicky. Another quick cut. PLP, they all knew about it, 5,000 plus to get this pussy lick gold medal, and let me tell you, it got around. Thank God there was no internet like there is today, or, my 5,000 would have been 100,000, but it still got around by word of mouth. You could spend your PLP, pussy lick points, this is a whole nother video, on other things, such as cuddles. However, Ramona got free, and I didn't charge her PLPs because she was my official girlfriend. Anyway, we cuddled. I woke up and I went, wait a minute. I'm inside you. She giggled, but had her back to me. Hee. Why are you giggling? This was a bratty laugh. Wait a minute. Did you rape me in my sleep? I finished about 60 times while I was sleeping. Yeah, I came all over you. Your bed is soaked. You're going to have to change the shit. Fun fact, I had a tarp. An actual painter's tarp, blue, underneath my sheets from various women I knew that would squirt and ooze all over. So I wasn't worried about my nice bed being ruined. You're going to have to change the sheets and shop vac off your tarp. Bitch, did you rape me 60 times? No, I said I finished 60. There was some that came close, or I was already coming, and you can't really double come. Some of them got extended, but you fucking raped me, bitch. That concludes the single best Ramona moment. It was a good cuddle, too. If I had a 40 with me, I would dump it out. If there was one that I should have married, she adored me. She did everything we didn't fight ever. She liked hovering around me. Didn't talk to other men. Oh, I spied on her the first day of college. Literally spied on her. Had my friends that went to the same school spying on her. Paid them. Never talked to anyone else. If there was one I should have married, should have been her. I don't know what would have happened with my crazy lifestyle and drag racing and being an agent in the military. Things strained, but if there was a soldier that would have stayed with me and not cheated, it would have been that bitch. I don't have any social media. I've never been allowed working for the agencies. I don't have Snappy Chat and Facebook. I'm shocked they let me YouTube. Something tells me she's on there. Quite sure she's married because somebody snapped that up. Probably has little Ramonas, maybe a little Davy running around with whatever motherfucker. I will not tell you her name. I'm sure she's aged well. Oh, it's in her because I know what her mom looked like. When her mom was probably my age or something, she looked 20s. Oh, it's in that bitch. Surprisingly, I've never looked. And again, I don't have anything. End cutscene about Ramona. More later? Maybe. Back to this famous girl. How long is this? We hook up for the first time, and it's the first girl that I know that's into pain. This was young in my career of banging whores. Beautiful ladies. And I never met one of these. I didn't know what this was. She asked me for such a big, strong, tough guy, and I've heard some stories. You're very gentle. Well, women are Bambis. What am I going to punch you? Wait, what? I mean, you could pinch me really hard. I don't want to hurt you. You don't? David, I want to be honest. You are an Adonis, and I know about, I'm not going to say the name of my penis, Lucidity again. Hi, Vanessa. Although he wasn't called that then. It was just my penis. Dick. I don't care how much you have. Oh, it's turning me off. Did I say something? You're not turning me on. Yeah, I like your face, the muscles, and holding on to this goddamn staff. I'm just a little different. Oh, you may not know a girl like me. I know plenty of blondes with big tits. No. David, do you know what these letters stand for? No. You ever hear anyone tease about whips or chains? Yeah, I've heard it in songs. You know that's real, right? No. I know they didn't call it body count. I know there's been other women in your life. Some of them I know. Okay. David, this is very real, and on me, it's extreme. Okay. Wearing a little mini skirt, she pulls it up. No panties on. Do you see my ass, David? It was a nice ass. You see these black and blues? Oh, shit. What is up with that? Oh, I remember all of them. But he's out of my life now. He died in a car crash a couple of weeks ago. Oh, shit. I heard about that. Anyway, yeah, they were where he would bite me or pinch me or put a vice grips on me. Wait, he hurt you? Oh, I'm almost coming. You're thinking about another dude. Well, I did spend time with him, David, but that's not why. It's the thinking of the pinching and the biting. Bitch, I see teeth marks and he's been dead for... Oh, David, come into my room. Come into her room, and this is not your average girl's room. She had her own house because they were very, 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 very rich, worldwide famous. I don't know what I'm looking at. There is some kind of swing set, black, hanging from the ceiling. There is leather straps on the wall in the shape of a person for ankles and waist and head, and there is a mask laying around, and an orange tennis ball with a strap on it. There is whips and flogs, the thing you might use in a horse race to make them go faster. Plenty of handcuffs, some of them with fur on them. Various toys all over. The room was black with weird music playing. And just a closet full of stuff. Big closet. What is this? That is adorable. Are you a virgin, David? I haven't been a virgin since I was like 9 years old with a nanny. No. Are you a 4-letter, what is it, B? DSM? Is that right? BD. I know what the BD and the SM. No, B. What is the D? Dungeon? Somebody tell me what that is. I don't remember. Oh, now I'm kind of turned on because there's so much I can teach you. Wait, you're going to teach me. You're 5'2", 115, and I'm this. Oh, this is delicious. Oh, I'm going to hurt you. You're going to leave a different person. What? She decided she was going to teach me all of this. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't interested at the time. Not much today. Maybe lightly if a girl is really into it. Just not my jam. I don't want to be messing with gadgets when I could be fucking a delicious hole, whichever of the three it is. Or the secret fourth on some behind the kneecap. But you haven't met them yet until Trump releases all the UFO files. I'll leave you hanging on that one. She's telling me and talking and showing me, and David, could you just squeeze as hard as you can on my nipples? And bitch, I'm not the other guys you know. I literally crush walnuts in my hand. I can squeeze and crush pool balls and explode them in the powder. If I squeeze your nipple, it's gone. Okay. Can you do it until I say good? Yes. So she's standing up on a bed, and I have to, so she's a little closer to my height, and I reach my arms out. Oh, Jesus, you have big hands. Yes. That can come in very handy, especially your fist. Make a fist, David? God damn, that's the biggest hand I've ever seen in my life. Well, at the time, yeah, it's a 5X. I wear a 5X glove. Men will know what that means. The women won't. Oh, yes, we're going to be good friends, David. I like that fist a lot, and we're going to have fun with it. My fist? Yes. I have no idea what this bitch is talking about. David, I'm going to tie you up, and maybe you're going to tie me up. We might take turns. We're going to... You might need the hospital at some point. They're on speed dial. What the fuck is this bitch talking about? And she starts telling me some of it, and I just want to hit it or get some helmet. And I said, listen, let's do this. We'll do something of mine, and then we'll do something you want. Ooh, I like this. So you're going to do like a straight, vanilla, boring, like sex stuff, and then we'll do my stuff. Yes. You asked me about the worst girl ever, and was there ever one that took you easily? Yes. And here's the end of the story. She was a beautiful girl, hot. We're in bed, and it was vanilla time. She's like, you want it kind of on your back? You want me on my back? Yes. Ooh. Oh, there's a little something you're not going to be used to. You probably don't fit in most girls. No, like 99%. And you've heard a lot. Yes, even being very nice. I don't just jam it in. It takes hours, days, weeks. Usually it never happens. Oh, maybe I should show you something first. Bitch, I want to put this penis in your vagina. Hold on a second. She comes back with a reel, Department of Motor Vehicle, Highway, emergency cone, whatever you call it where you live. The actual cones that they put on roads when there's an accident or maybe a pothole or something. Yeah, that kind of cone. Why is she getting a street cone when I'm trying to fuck this bitch? She's got to tell me something? David, at the time, they don't really make dildos that work for me. Now, I haven't seen this sloppity, gigantic, roast beefy monstrosity yet. She was on the bed, but didn't really, it was a little dim. She didn't spread her legs really yet. So, yeah, I had, when I was young, 8 or 9, Kong dongs. And men don't do it for me, except my last boyfriend who never fucked me, but he used toys, and he would torture me for hours. I didn't know what that meant, being real. But a lot of the times it was the traffic cone that worked. Kong dongs, even what you have, David, that is, I've never seen anything like that of a lot of men. Her body count was evidently high. I mean, most men are half or a third of what you are. That thing is great, but it's not going to work for me. Bitch, this is a legendary 13.5-inch dick. Thick. Yeah. Let me just show you. So without using her hands, she had squirted some lube on the traffic cone, and there was a bag over it, because evidently even the condoms I've tried to use, which pop, do not fit a traffic cone. She does have, wow, my ears are weirdly greasy from the headphones. On this bag, she squirted some lube, and then without using her hands like a monkey, she takes the cone, grabs it with her feet, goes up to her vagina, which is now spread, and I looked and went, now keep in mind a vagina will snap back a little bit, even a giant one. What you see is not what you get, because they could stretch a bunch. I've talked about this in my 3-hour vagina video. She takes the cone and jams it in herself, which was quite shocking. After the first couple inches, I went, oh, she's not going to feel me. This is something I have never said and never said again. That wasn't it. Oh, now for the good part. What's the good part? She now kind of sits up, cone hanging out of her vagina, and sits down on it and slugs her way down. She got pretty half to the point where this cone was, way bigger than a softball. Big. And I went, oh, that's why she's smiling and almost teasing me about my giant penis. Okay, what do I do about it? David, do you know about fisting? Punching someone? No, David. Have you ever put your fist into a girl before? No. You've never punched into there? No. Oh, you're so vanilla. It's hot. This bitch may have been a vampire also. That's another story I won't cut into. I want you to put your fist into me. It's gonna hurt. Look at the size of my fist. Oh, it's been turning me on the whole time. I can't do it. Just let me lube it. What if I make like this with my fingers, like this Italian shape? No. Don't make it pointy. I want the full fist. It's not going in there. Oh, it's going in, and you're going to meet a very happy girl. I might marry you. Bitch, just don't think about what's happening. Just do it. And don't go slow. Don't try to wiggly worm it in. Punch it in there. Well, you don't want me to punch, because I'll punch through your vagina, through your face, and I will skewer you like a kebab. You'll be a slut kebab. Okay, don't punch me like you're in a fight, but get it in vigorously. Nigga, you motherfuckers said real and tell us everything. Oh, there is a lot of people here. I just looked. We got 380 people. All with their mics muted, but a lot of typing. Don't stop. That's funny. So, with my lubed up fist, did you ever fist a bitch before? Yep, just one. I didn't go slow as per request. I'm righty. I put my left hand on her belly because she grabbed my wrist and told me to put it there, wrap my fingers because my hand is gigantic like an octopus, all the way around her middle, like where love handles would be, but she wasn't fat. Push it down hard. Hold me so I don't fucking move. When she then says, I have various straps on the bed, David. Hold on, stop for a minute. What kind of straps? Well, various straps and harnesses and handles. Handles? Hold on a second. Just stay where you are. Goes on the bed. I don't know what she's fucking doing. Under it comes up. She has some kind of grips, like on a motorcycle, perfectly aligned to where she's hitting. I need to hold these so I don't go sliding if you really get into this, and I want you to. You have to brace yourself? Yes. You are so deliciously virgin. Vanilla, she kept calling me. Oh, God, I'm going to ruin you. Do it. Do it. Do it. Okay, bitch. People, when I tell you write in, this was not a little bit and squiggle it to the left and right and up and down. I still remember this was not difficult in any way. There was no resistance. No resistance. It just whoop right up to, keep in mind how tall I am and how long my arms are. I don't know, 6 inches up my forearm. Oh, it's stuck on something. You're hitting my cervix. Just bump into it. Just pull back a little and just punch into it. And your other hand, squeeze. I've already told you, if I squeeze, hospital or dead. Squeeze until I tell you it's right. Screaming how she's coming over and over. Don't stop. Don't stop. Finishing, squirting all over. This is great. Oh, God. Okay. I need a break. A few minutes goes by of me fisting. I don't want to be too graphic. Oh. We can do your thing now. And I was emasculated. I took my thing out, of which only Lucidity knows the name. Maybe don't bother her. Don't ask for the name of Fastcar's penis. Oh, Lucidity, I hope you see this first, and they don't try to get to you. Please don't, Lucidity, let me, give me a feedback, when you unblock me and make my whole life, Vanessa, and tell me how you're back, or at the very least, somewhere contact me, YouTube, and say, I didn't see the vid yet, so I blurted it out. Oh, you could have got a chalk, bitch, or maybe more than one. Who knows? Anyway, she said, we can do your thing now, and I was like, wah. She's like, it's just for you. It's, more or less, I'm not going to get anything out of it. What am I going to get out of it? I said, the only time I've ever tapped out on a woman, you're a good-looking girl. Uh-oh. You're fun and funny. Uh-oh. Here it comes. You don't know what I'm going to tell you. I do. Why? Because I have heard this dozens, hundreds of times. You don't know what I'm going to say. Uh-huh. Almost crying. Is it the vagina thing? Her roast beef from having objects hanging. If I was eating her out, I could have wrapped them behind my head. That's how. A little cry. Why are you crying? I'm sad because I like you. You're very attractive to me. Oh, that fist, David. How you could have pleased me and what I could have taught you. I didn't say anything. I know. Listen. I'm not mad. I'm mad. I am a little mad, but I'll walk you out. Okay. It was a little bit of a walk, big house. And we get to the door and she's like, for old time's sakes, could I get a little something for me? Bitch, I just kind of met you. For old time's sakes. Listen, I'm not going to choke you. You want to choke me? No. Oh, those guys. Just a little bit. What if your neighbors see? This is not the first time they see. Shuts the door. Just a little choke, please. Just, bitch, if I choke you, your head is coming off. A little choke. My hands are so big. When I went thumb the middle finger and thumb the middle finger for like a psycho choke, her neck was so small, it, it didn't even choke her. And she's like, that's funny. And I had to like go down and really shrink it just a little bit, David. The second I start doing, don't stop. Oh, I'm coming. What? Okay, I just wanted like a last memory. Maybe a slap on the ass? A little slap, but I can break bones if I do this. This is dislocate your whole hip and how about you do it a few times and I'll tell you like go a little harder each time and I'll tell you when it's good. Slap, slap, slap. Now it's pretty hard and it's uncomfortable for me. Slap. Oh, instantly red, purple handprint. Oh, we're getting close. Bitch. Slap. She goes flying from where I slapped her, takes 3 or 4 steps, smashes into her front door on the backside, hits her nose, hard wooden door. Bang! Oh, God, I think I'm coming. Oh, all right. Can you go maybe 2 more levels higher? Bitch. You are not going to walk for a week. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Bang! I hit her with a slap that have knocked many men out in fights. Sometimes I don't punch. I slap, and I have broken jaws and teeth many times. I was very close to that. Oh, that's the one. If you were going to be around a while, I would want that continuously over your knee telling me what a bad girl I was. What are you talking about? Yeah, David, I know we just met and you're freaked out, but could we just do that? I gotta go. Please, 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 please. I'll do anything. If I've ever met a bitch that said she will do anything, you are literally the first I've ever met. She had daggers and morning stars. Joking, I'm like, right now, would you kill a motherfucker for me? Name them. Uh, I wasn't ready for that answer. Name them. I gotta go. And I left. So you asked about the freakiest bitch and the most famous. No, I will not say the name, but famous, 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 famous. Bigger than rappers and singers and Snoop Dogg. This name, really famous. And I will not give you a hint because that will probably give it away. Yes, that would give it away, even a tiny hint. But I'm not telling you for a reason because she's still alive and I wouldn't do that. Uh, maybe it's hard to believe. Maybe she has a normal life and his husband and kids. I doubt it. But maybe she would literally give birth and not feel it. Probably get off on it. Might have 80 babies because that's her jam. I don't know. So there's your most famous. I don't know how long this is. Are we done with all info and scenes and cutscenes? Well, I'm not playing Guild Wars and I don't have another game yet, so to waste time, I'm just recuperating from the hospital. Should I do daily Fastcast with stories? Go on. Are you biological female or not that it matters? And how many? So this woman, allegedly, wow, it's 5 a.m, is telling me that she's with 4 of her girly friends. They've now gone through a bottle of wine and they are soaking wet and they want to have toy time. Quite a few of the guys said I started losing them at Ramona. Okay. A few of you jacked. More than a few. Fast car, why are you not on radio? I actually was for quite a while. And technically, I'm injured and not right now. But I do stand up comedy in places, and I have some. I told you I had famous friends. A lot are comedians, a few are comedians slash TV people. I mean, I don't have them every day. They know who I am. Some call me. I used to have Bobby Lee and Bill Burr on certain videos that I made. Yeah, just Guild Wars vids they would call and I would talk to them. And others, I'm not going to name drop, but that's a fact. Yeah, I'm the king. Thank you. I'm hungry as I actually missed a meal. Chef Jim, I fell asleep, and Chef Jim went to his quarters. I could get something. Actually, an injury has happened tonight. There is swelling on my good leg, and it shouldn't be, and I'm a little worried. Fortunately, a traveling nurse, visiting nurse, will be here in 5 to 6 hours. I don't think this is going to kill me, but it doesn't look good. I don't know what this is. Hurts a little. It's a little itchy. There's probably a nurse out here. I don't want to be gross. Anything else before I go? No more questions, because you're going to make this cast 7 hours. Lots of stories, lots of time for them. Did I close everything? I actually don't remember how this started. What am I going to name it? You want to listen to it again? Oh, how late did you come in? Probably an hour and a half ago. Oh, you missed some goodies. Yeah, you can just, yeah, I'll name it something like Fastcast. Maybe I'll start all over again. 1, I fought a demon. Famous women I've hooked up with. I don't know, the vagina. It'll be up, but this is long, so it'll take a while to compile. Plan on seeing this when the sun comes up where you live, probably. 1 or 2, but I am not going in the long stories. I'm tired of talking, and it's been hours. I've given you content that no one on. How many motherfuckers on Guild Wars are this real? Nobody. They're scared to death to talk about everything. I kind of have to pee, which is kind of a big deal because I am one-legged and I'm tired and hungry, and I have to grab a walker and kind of pogo stick to the bathroom. It's dangerous. I could fall and crack my head any moment, any day, till I start with my fake legs. And I'm not just saying that, it's fucking sketch. I am getting more comfortable and stronger by the day. The first day I was hesitant to move on my own, but Chef Jim helped. Oh, I got a little soft spot. He is literally the best of people. If there is an angel on earth, it is Chef Jim. Period. I can make a vid, but I'm not going to right now. He's the best of people. Whatever good qualities exist, he is that. And he just got a $46,000 check out of the blue, which he was very happy about. All right, people. I'll look for a second. Don't ask about anyone's feet. Anything crazy. There is so many people here. It's scrolling. Please, Lucidity's feet, tell me. Vanessa, if people really, this is not the first time I've heard. This is the 1,000th time. Vanessa, Lucidity, people want to know about your feet, babe. Could you show them? Could you stream again? Maybe how much would Lucidity make if she went on OnlyFans and I advertised it, like on a Monday, that Friday, you would love her. Mostly you all hate her. Lucidity from Guild Wars 2, the famous, the etched in Guild Wars 2 history. They named skills after me. That's what she says. Hi, Vanessa. Maybe I'll advertise it and she gets on and just shows her feet. How much money do you think she could make? And then you could donate the money to you. And you could get burritos and all the dim sum you like. Vanessa loves some dim sum. Especially from this expensive restaurant, not too far from the house. Of course, I don't know how you're going to get it because her car got stolen. This is it, and I'm going to go. I may have mentioned this before, maybe not. Bad news, guys. Her car got stolen. It's not really a dox because it's her car got stolen. Bad news. She had a cooler car than probably all of you. Okay, maybe one or two of you has a comp BMW or something. Probably not. She had a cooler car than all of you. By now, it would be kind of retro. Quite valuable for some strange reason that I don't know. It was cool at the time. Not my thing. It was cool. And she had one, and she drove around with her big old titties and her... Well, I'll leave it at that. Her big old titties bouncing in this cool car, and it was really cool. Vanessa, Lucidity had, if it didn't get stolen, she'd still have it. A cool car. Think 69 Camaro, Hemi Cuda. I'm not going to tell you which one. Cool like that. That really hurts me. I would like to... I never got to tell her in person and send my condolences. To me, this is like losing a family member, a dog, your parents. I hope she unblocks me just for that. You know, I don't say the S. There's a word meaning forgive me, or I didn't mean it. Sorry. I can't say the word. We've been taught not to say it in the government because it's a sign of weakness to say, I'm sure. I can't say it. But I might actually, in private, say it to Vanessa if she unblocked me. I would say the word that I am programmed not to say about that car. Oh, that stings. It hurts me, and it wasn't even mine. There's... The comments are what you people would expect. How do I get in on this? I don't want any more. I didn't expect near 400. This is supposed to be a few people close and, tight. I'm going to miss work because I had to hear the stories. Good on you. Can we have every day? You want me to do this every day? How many people here could tolerate this every day? I have to take these headphones off. My ears are sweaty. I got a little rag. Oh, God, the relief. I expected some wax from the temperature, but no, it's just heat. Maybe a little sweat on my ears. Oh, you want to lick the sweat off my ears? You want to nibble? Are you... I have nothing against various gay people and sidewalk sissies, just saying it's not my thing. It's not my jam. What about trans? That's for another video. I'm going to leave it there. A friend of mine who's a rapper, of course, every kid thinks he's a rapper, but he's kind of sort of famous, and he's on YouTube. And he rapped about something twice. Can you give us a hint? No. Just landed in Brooklyn. No, I'm not going to give you any hints. There's more, but start there. There's a line that he said, and he's a brilliant dude. Smart. Even though he hides it, he comes across as an Asian gangster rapper, but very smart dude when you talk to him. Nerdy smart. Nothing like the character he plays. He said something about trans girls I don't know if I should say it. This is for another video. Ooh, my headphones are... Oh, shit, they're sweaty. Yeah, I'll show them. The side, like you want to see the model, and there you go. Oops. I do know what they cost because I bought them. I mean, not a new car, but maybe a used... Yes, they're not cheap headphones. I don't want to say that. Most of my Buds and Cans headphones are not cheap. But what do you do with 40-ish, 5-ish million? Actually, it's more than that if I sold my restaurants and stores. But I talked about regret. Was that this video? What good is it if I die? And I almost did again with all this money. In fact, I'm going to donate some, don't ask here and now, to some people that are deserving and don't even know me. And I donate a lot. I got a Christmas fund that I just looked is $236,000, and we still got a little bit of time before Christmas. I'm going to enjoy a little bit. I'm usually miserly. I don't bawl usually, but of course I'm a cripple right now. My jet skis are not going to be too much fun, even if I have a fake leg. A nice one. But my wave runners, interesting. I don't know how swimming is with one leg. I sure know how to float. I guess I've swam with just my arms. Anyway, I was just looking for one. Why is there so much lucidity? Oh, there's talk about someone else too. Do you know who else is hot? Who? I do know who that is. But I've never seen that person. Oh, don't say the name, but there's 400 motherfuckers here that just saw you typed it. And your name. Is this your game name? Oh, so you're hiding. Okay. No, I don't care about the other hot women. Who else? Candy Guzzler. Hot. Ooh, unfortunately, boys, she did get implants. I am convinced. Candy Guzzler is tiny, 5 foot, 4'11", and has human head size boobs. She grew her hair. She learned what makeup is. She is a stunner, and she's a hardcore gamer chick. She's every dude's like dream, but she's married to a gamer who lives with her, whose name is Bear, who's a cool guy, gamer dude, plays Guild Wars. Some of you may know Bear. I don't know what guild they're in. Double bad news. I don't think he's like a jacked guy. I've never seen him. But she said he's bigger than other dudes, 6'4" or something. So he's got the big gene. So don't fuck with Candy Guzzler. Plus, I made her a promise once. She doesn't live far from me. I will protect that bitch. If a horde of you decide you're going to go and try to zerg Candy Guzzler, she has a bear defending her. And then Fast Car is coming. And you don't even want that on one leg. If I got to balance and ride a Segway over, I will protect Candy Guzzler. She has pictures of her of a girl in the game holding 2 knives, or some girl, and a guy that looks kind of like Walter White from that drug show. Yeah. Holding her by the armpits as she's screaming, "Let me stab, let me stab." I would protect Candy Guzzler and not let you get her. Hundreds could come, and Bear and I will fuck you up. I will stand in front of Bear. He could be the second line of defense. I don't know if he's kind of, roadblock material. All right, people. I don't know how long. It's got to be 2 or 3 hours. If you made it to the end of this video, I don't ask for much. I don't ask for subs. I don't even try to get my vids to go to the masses. I don't tag. Just let me know in the comments. I heard it all. Not for any reason. We don't care about money or clicks or fame. Danny. I feel like Danny made it to the end. If you made it to the end, just say made it to the end. I'm expecting one. How many people are going to listen to this? Kids have ADD. I'm not listening to no three. Take 2 or 3 days. Whatever. If you made it all the way, let me know. Is it a waste of time to make them this long? Should I break the shit up? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm getting thanked for my time and keeping it real. Oh, what is that? Is that blood? Oh, that's not nice. I am definitely injured, people. Oh, that's blood. Yeah, I can't see it. Oh, that is iron E, copper E. Yep, that's blood. Okay, well, waiting for the nurse. Hopefully I don't die for good this time. Injured. Oh, man, that's not good. Okay. I have a sock on my only foot from the hospital. I don't know what you call it. I call it a grippy sock. If you've never been there, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's like a regular sock, but there's a weird pattern, like a car tire, with rubber on it. And if you walk around, it's very grippy, way more than, it's not slippery at all for a while until it wears out. That sock has nearly fallen off my foot. And I gotta kind of put it back on my foot. You just want to feet. Wait, I can't call it feet pics because I have one foot. Wait a minute, could I go on OnlyFans as a dude with just one foot till I get my fake leg? Would that be a thing? 1 foot, that's all you get. Anybody could have 2 feet in the pic. 1 foot, and I'll show my stump to prove it. Is that a thing? Who here right now, wait, stop typing. Who here right now, 403, how many here would like fast car foot pictures? Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. I'm a little verklempt. I wasn't expecting that. Wait. Let me be clear. Are you expecting with my grippy sock on? Or is that a thing? I don't know anything about foot culture. I've heard about it. When a girl shows her feet, are they in shoes? Like, is there some people that are in the feet, but only maybe in heels or boots? Oh, that is a thing. And there's some that like a naked foot, but not every. Okay, so you know a lot about feet, people. Some people are into clothed feet, and others like naked feet. Okay. What do you mean a striptease? Wait. Like I have a sock on, and I'm not in the frame. You don't see me, just my foot. And you want me to be like da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, like an old burlesque, and just 2 pinchy fingers, like where the big toe is, and gently slide the sock off until. Oh, I have to work it and tease you. For the love of God. Oh, and nobody uses that song anymore. It would be some more modern song. Okay. Something they would do in strip clubs. You know, everybody likes different music. Yeah, something more modern than burlesque. Okay. Maybe my beloved Vanessa Lucidity, I'm calling on you again, bitch. Can you help these horny dudes out? Would you like if Vanessa did that? I don't think she owns high heels. Let's be honest. Vanessa is 5'10" or 5'11", which is already taller than a lot of you, sadly, listening, the boys, because there's a lot of punks and short kings. In real heels, Vanessa is 6'4", so it would probably have to be in a. I'm sure she wears Birkenstocks because she's a California, not doxing, she tells everyone herself, a California hippie, woke, you know, brainwashed lib. So she probably wears some kinds of hippie sandals or something. I don't think Vanessa owns sexy shoes. Maybe boots. I don't know. I have no information. Ask Lucidity. No, don't put my name in it. Don't say Fast Car said to ask you. She'll block you. You ask her on your own. Lucidity, be nice and respectful. If you're not blocked already. Lucidity, I have a very honest question for you. She may start cursing you out, assuming that you're pre-trolling, but if you don't, just say, I'm very interested in what kind of shoes you wear and socks. She's clean. She's not funky when I know her. She's kind of meticulously clean. She doesn't like gross things. When I would joke about going to the bathroom, peeing or pooping, oh, she would be laughing and having a good time. And then, oh, stop it, David. I would, if she left for 1 second for anything to get a drink, you're going to poop. and it unbalanced her. How come I don't talk about other girls? I talked about Candy Guzzler. I said hi to Danny. Um, I really got to end this. Oh, there's something juicy I could tell you that only one person knows. Oh, should I do it on this video? I'm going to give you the quick teaser, and that's I got to go. I got to eat. I got to drink. I got to pee. I have an injury that I'm concerned about as I just got out of the hospital. This is not good. There's a famous streamer and content maker that's big. Let's just say as big as they get. His girlfriend, I'm not going to say, his girlfriend contacted me drunk several times and said, Fast Car, at the time, my boyfriend hates you. For whatever reason. The fact that you stand up to him because he tries to be tough, and obviously in real life, you'd squash him like a bug. I think it's so hot and sexy, and it turns me on, and I have been with him and thought about you and used toys. Did he put you up to this? No. How do you know? I guess you don't know, but then the videos came. I'm playing the game. Could you just kind of open a little window, or maybe on your phone you want me to watch? Yes. Oh, I could say the name. Oh, I could say the name so easy, but I'm not going to for a couple reasons. That's your teaser. There's just not a lot of girls I chill with. A lot of them are married. A lot of them are not fun. There's a couple of fake. It's one that really comes to mind. There's a couple of fake sluts that say outlandishly, oops, did I just say that? And they try to fire up the dudes, but they're kind of gross sea hags in person. There's, my precious world soul left the game. There's just not a lot of fun chicks that are not taken. And let's be honest, how many chicks are fun out of 100? Not to dudes, not many. Like, if you're not able to fuck them, how many, right? And if you're not a simp in the friend zone, that's for another video. But I did a Vanessa video. That video was me telling facts about what happened with an incident and some lucidity stuff, but not my personal feelings. That's potentially another video or not. But as I'm blocked, I probably won't do it. And I will just live the rest of my life missing vitamin Vanessa. I'm deficient. That's probably why I'm injured right now. I might have lost a leg because I'm deficient in vitamin lucidity. Are you thirsty for me, fast car? Not really thirsty. I'm deficient, bitch. I need it to live life. Go ahead, I don't care. All right, I'm going to end no matter what. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know. How long are we? Anybody got a count? Just 3:30. Are you shitting me? Wait, are you telling me the time where you are or how long the vid is? 3 hours and... Oh, Jesus Christ. I need another video game, people. I can't... Thank you. Listen, to everyone, I'm getting a lot of thank yous for similar things. You're very welcome. It will be immortalized on YouTube. It's hot as fuck, by the way. Like, actually, that's why I'm sweating. It's goddamn 84 in here. Yeah, I just put the fan on. I'm going to put the air conditioning on in a moment. So much hot air has come out, I raised the temperature like 10 degrees. Or I've radiated heat thinking about a certain person, I'm not going to say who, has heated me up. You guys saying her name, me talking about her, ooh, it's making the temperature rise up in this bitch. Hi, Vanessa. I don't think she listens to my videos. I gotta end on this one. A long time ago, she said she didn't because she's scared. Okay, I might have made a few passing, what some would call humorous vids about lucidity. Just 1 or 11. Some of it, some consider mean or picking on, maybe. So she got a little scared of my videos. They were there's people laughing. I'm not going to tell you the quotes they're saying or things they're describing, but some of them may not be the nicest videos. Fun fact. Here's a little surprise. I don't think she's listening. You ready for this, Vanessa? As a little gift, even though I don't talk to you, I deleted all of them. In fact, on my archive channel, where I don't have a number, near 15,000 videos, all of the old stuff, that's everything that I archived. When I was doing that, I deleted all of those, let's call them not very nice vids. All of them, everyone deleted forever. So new people, sadly, you'll never get to see it. And I don't want to be mean like that. This is a game. And there's some teasing from me. She tries, but she's a goofy little chihuahua that just makes me laugh. They're all gone. Your pictures, your videos, your whole folder is gone. You're 100% safe. All right, maybe one little picture I kept. The lighting was nice. She's kind of brown from being Mexican. Even though she was hiding her hair or face a little bit. That's another story. Those titties. Oh. I don't think you could politely ask. But unless they're gone, and I don't know why they would be, she has very nice titties, boys. If you want to get blocked, and you're not yet, you could say, Lucidity, I heard something from Fastcar, Vanessa, that you have really nice titties. But I don't think about them anymore, nor does my penis's name, who we haven't mentioned. Those days are gone and will probably never come back, sadly. So much fun we would have. Her as my sidekick at any level. The last time I ate, I had soup at very nutritious, healthy soup. It was bone broth that I requested from Chef Jim, and in it was 12 eggs, but we split it, so it was 6 each. Most of it was like Chinese, Asian egg drop, little strings of eggs, for those that know what that is. A couple of yolks, too, and the rest was rotisserie chicken, simple soup, but it was very tender, very flavorful chicken. So it was chicken, egg drop, bone broth soup, and that was probably at, before my nap, 3 or 4. I planned on eating, but, again, I'm back from the hospital. I'm still exhausted. It's been 2 days, and I'm on pills. I don't think they make you sleepy. It's just recovery. And I woke up at 12 or something, 12:30, and he already went to his... Yeah, he's my chef. Yeah, so he went... Yeah. So I'm hungry. I guess I could go to the fridge. What time is it? Yeah. I actually, let me think if this is correct. The furthest I've gone on one leg so far is from where I'm sitting right now to the bathroom. The kitchen is another, I don't know. The refrigerator is another 15 feet from the exit of the bathroom. I haven't gone that far yet. It would be officially the furthest I had walked. I don't think for no reason I would just fall, which will be the end of me. But I know I would be pooped out. My systems are back and I don't have all of my blood. I'm still missing a pint. They told me it'll take about 6 weeks for my blood to come back. Immediately you get, is the word plasma? Very quickly, but the important stuff in the blood, red blood cells, white blood cells, other things that none of you know, it takes about 6 weeks under good conditions to get that back. So I'm waiting on that. All right, people. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I gotta pee. Holy shit, it's 5:33 in the morning. If anyone made it to the end, not on the streams here, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you, baby. I know you are definitely a girl because I know you. Thank you for the flowers. This is it. Listen, I'm going to answer your question briefly, and then I'm going to say legend and hit the off button. There is another girl. That's not true. There is a girl I met that we only know as Lizard Mode. I don't know if I should say this yet or if it's creepy. If she has a boyfriend, it's super creepy. I'm going to say the same thing about 2 different women. Lizard Mode, who I talked about if you saw one of the previous videos recently. In a short time, she means something to me. I don't want to say anymore, not because I'm shy or not being real, because I don't think she even likes me. I feel like she thinks I'm an uneducated barbarian troglodyte homunculus. I know you don't. Look them up. We're very opposite. But I have come in a short time. Uh, I'm not going to say it, but I will just say lizard mode is kind of important to me now. I'm going to leave it at that. Might it go a little further? Don't know. Could it get worse? Don't know. But I'm being real when I'm saying that. But you don't get any more. All right. Enjoy. Legend.